Hello, Internet. Sorry, that was a terrible start. I rearranged some stuff in my office, and one of the things I did was unplug my laptop. And it's all plugged back in, only I forgot to put the network cable back in. So, here we are. Hopefully we have sound. If one of the lovely people in the stream could just double check there is sound on the stream. Dora, Dora, it's being a terrible cat. She's hunting my ginger sweets. I have 2 ginger sweets here, and I've had to jam them under my phone because she keeps smacking them on the floor. Why must you be like this? I'm a bit worried about her being near the moving parts, but I guess unless she actually goes underneath the rig, which immediately worries me. Go on. Don't you burp me. What are you doing?
We're the first cat to get run over by a motion rig.
Do you see what I had to put up with?
Wait,
Good.
you talking to the cat or us?
Well, hopefully one of you are on the stream checking. Yeah, she's just go away. Go anywhere but here. Anywhere but this bit here. There are 2 square feet in the whole universe, Dora, that I don't want you in. Stop trying to get into them. Come and sit on my lap. Yeah, she won't do that.
Or it says, excuse me, this is my planet.
Yes, but just not this part of the planet, the dangerous part. She does that though. If I move a shelf or a bookcase, she will immediately just run behind it, going, "Hold on, I'm just checking. Yep, it's fine. You know, there's no tigers here or anything." I was like, "Oh, okay, just let's get them."
Curiosity. Where's my game sound?
Oh, I can't help you there. I've now played quite a lot of No Man's Sky via streaming, by the way. I mentioned that last week. I haven't done very much. I've just done my settlement, but it just means I can log on just by hitting, Control T in Chrome, and then going to xbox.com/play. I'm only streaming it for like a minute. Log on, walk to my settlement, do what they want, log off. It's ever so good. It's definitely quicker than booting up my Xbox, and I vaguely assume it's more power efficient. I don't really have anything to back that up, but it keeps my house cooler, certainly. Now, have I strapped myself in? Yes. Is the aircon on? Yes. Is the aircon remote control in the same half of the room? No. Go me.
The game must be so undemanding, the fact that it runs on this lowly thing.
Yes, it really is. I mean, that's one of the things I like is I can run it at... I said I can run it at very high detail. Blackwood keeps framing out, and I don't chew the Oculus Rift cable, you horrible beast.
Framing out? Or...
It drops to like it drops to 36 frames a second from 72.
Right, isn't there not an option you can turn off?
Well, no, because you can't deliver partial frames to VR, so that's how it works. But the surprising part is I was running at 120 frames a second before then, and then it started.
Oh, you can't, but you can have a low frame rate. It's not advisable, but I've got the option on my setup to interpolate or not when it's struggling. And as described before, when on a high latency, the interpolation is just it's worse than having a low frame rate.
Yes.
Sick making.
Yeah, unfortunately, interpolation does not really work very well for games where you're moving forwards quickly. So when you glance left and right, the interpolation will just...
Oh, I don't do that.
Yeah, well...
I don't look. I've got BMW, remember?
It will just cause, like, wibbly-wobbliness. It works brilliantly for games where you're basically not moving. Like, really, really, really well.
Yeah, as long as I just point my head forwards, there's moving forwards the way I'm going isn't too much of a problem, as you say. It's when you turn your head. But as a BMW owner, I don't care what is around me.
Right.
There is sound on the stream.
Good, thank you. Right, I'm going to put my headset on then.
I have to turn force feedback off and back on again, but that does work. Main engine turn on.
Shields off.
This engine's loud.
My headset position is not quite right. Dora, let off the cable, you little shitbag. Go on. My head,
On your head?
my tracking position is not quite right. I'm about 7 feet tall in this mini, but I'm kind of tempted to keep it the same because it feels like I'm now sitting in a real mini. Like my head is pretty much touching the top.
Oh, like an old school mini.
Yes.
I used to go to school in one. I didn't have one, but a friend in my class in sixth form used to give me lifts, and he, for some reason, was kind of stuck in the 60s, so he had a very, very good condition 1960s mini that it was his pride and joy.
Well, they are very much collector's editions now.
He was an old fella. Yeah, actually, now I remember it, the only music he would play in it was 60s music as well. And bear in mind, this was in the 90s.
Was it all
We were-
8-track cassettes?
No,
Normal cassettes.
yeah, normal
It's just a
cassettes.
wannabe hipster then.
Yeah, definitely. But he was very posh. He must have had money. He had a briefcase when everyone else had a backpack.
Are you sure it wasn't Mr. Ben?
Well, now you mention it.
Try and adjust my VR headset and drive. I think that's worse than texting and driving.
It's good to be on the same plane as your car.
Yes, that always helps.
What are we driving? Describe this car.
It's a race spec Mini Cooper.
What should we expect from this particular car? Because
It's-
I never remember.
Front wheel drive, very twitchy, very responsive, very forgiving. It's a good car. But you still have to look left, which you didn't.
Oh, if I was going to give way to you, I'd have to seriously brake. Let's see what I should. Just because you were there.
Just because of the rules.
Okay.
Now, if you're using manual gears, you will need to lift your foot off the clutch for this one. Off the accelerator, sorry. I have yet to complete acceleration in this car though, I always brake it.
You always brake this car before the end of the race?
Nearly always the clutch. Yeah.
Oh my god, I've just gone sideways.
Sure, that wasn't contact.
I did bump into you, but I wasn't doing anything on the controls. I was like trying to slow down.
I'll treat this as a warm-up. I'm thinking I might get a counterweight for the back of this headset, or is that going too over the top?
I mean, as long as you've got the back of it underneath your occipital lobe, that you shouldn't need
Yes, you
to.
did say. The occipital lobe, that's part of the brain.
Yeah,
I
but
think
that,
you mean the occipital bone, which is part of the skull.
and where's Shalcott? Shalcott, what happened?
I bumped into you and
Don't do that.
it affected my line more than you.
Well,
Karma was in its correct place.
Karma.
Kidding.
Yes, not to lose that point. If it was under your occipital lobe, it would kind of be in your neck.
Yes,
Yeah, take a look at an X-ray of a head sometime.
I know it's called the occipital strap, so I guess that is your occipital lobe is inside that bit of your head.
Yeah, it's the occipital bone.
Is it a bone? It's right. It's just your skull. That's what that big
Your
bone
skull's
is.
made out of bones, isn't it?
The skull's made out of a bone. The skull bone.
A skull bone.
Actually, no,
Thank
hold
you,
on.
doctor.
No, I'm wrong. No, I'm wrong. I'll admit I'm wrong. Like, if I could just a head bone connected to... Yeah, it's the head bone. There's a song about it. Like, doctors have to
Isn't
recite
it made
every...
out of 3 bones?
That's just one. The head bone's connected to the neck bone. Doctors have to recite this song every day before they begin work. Like, pledge allegiance to the...
Let's remember the rest of the song, shall we? That is not the word of a doctor. That's the word of the Lord.
What? The Lord says the head bone is connected to the neck bone?
Yeah, you never finished the song, did you?
Oh, it's now
Did you do the
Lord
nursery
that's
school?
something. Yeah, what is the last? There is
Now,
like, oh
now hear the
Lord,
word of the Lord.
don't let me forget the bones. What is the last line again?
Now hear the word of the Lord, I think.
What's that got to do with all the bones? Was
Well,
it?
God made all the bones, didn't he?
Yeah, and now, what? God made all the bones. We've been all through them, and now a word from our sponsor.
Today, God said, let there be VR headsets that are comfortable and adjustable.
Let there be bones. So Bobo VR is God, is what you're saying.
Not bad, I'll say that.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to my silicon Doobie to arrive.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Will it ever show up?
Well, it should do.
Is it just an excuse for James from Facebook to keep emailing me about why it's not turning up?
Well, they said I can't remember the name of my guy, Ryan, I think it was. But he
They have a different guy?
If it says, I don't think it's just a one. There's like 7 million refunds they're doing.
I think it's going to be disappointing when it turns up. It's just going to be a sort of slipcover thing, I think.
Yeah. It's a replacement for this cover. It doesn't go on top. It's a different cover. A lot of people just say
is it? Oh,
they,
right,
they
okay.
hate it. They've gone back to it. The thing is, I pretty much guarantee all they've had their allergic reaction were messy fuckers. They sweated buckets into their foam. It absorbed the foam, bacteria built up on it, and then they just shoved it against their skin and got infected.
Yeah, what I found with it is, I'm not allergic to it, but I find it seems to attract tiny sort of hairs or hair filaments in, of fluff that
Yes.
stick into it like a pincushion,
Yep.
and so it really sort of tickles
Yep.
my face.
That's why I keep grabbing at my nose. It's not because I'm like picking my nose. It's because there's a bit of Dora touching me.
Yeah,
Not
exactly.
nice,
It's poor Dora. Wait, that doesn't even say lights now.
No, it says lights
Shouker.
stream. What does it say? Lights stream action.
It's like, well, it might be my blurry text, but I thought it said NG or something. Does it say
lights stream action.
It's changed it.
Yes, because the
Made it
joke
more
is that it's not. It's less wrong. Well, there's no lights. Oh, I hear a car. It's Fat Gus. His exciting racing line. The loneliness of command. You guys still racing? Oh, good, you finished. Oh, good lap time, Shouker.
I guess the tracks are not designed to have like certain times, but even seconds or something that one makes notes.
Whoa, snow breaking.
It was, wasn't it? Silly Gus.
Seems to work out right though for him. Go on.
Think more through luck than
Oh,
judgment.
Jesus Christ. Perfect pirouette. Sorry, Shalko. I don't know how to drive. I feel like I should just let Shalko go past for that.
I made my own life.
Oh, did he? Oh my God, has someone put banana skins all over this track?
Are you being too rough on the brakes, maybe?
Maybe, I think we drive this one much, do we?
Yeah, the proper way to take that chicane is terrifyingly. think the trick to this track, though, is threshold braking on that first corner. Probably a problem for Jay and Max. You just take the brake pedal, unhand, the brake pedal is pressed as hard as possible.
Textured surfaces are so much better with low latency.
What surfaces, sorry?
Like the rumble strips, the
Yes.
stripes. A proper name for them.
They're rumble strips. I'd sometimes
That's what you call the blue and whites.
Yeah, I'd sometimes call them chicanes, but that's me being wrong.
Oh, I always assumed you were describing the section of the track.
Yes, yeah.
When you said
But
that.
sometimes when I say rumble strip, sometimes when I say chicane, I mean rumble strip, but I'm wrong.
But to be clear, that the stripy strips at the sides of the course
They are rumble
is the
strips.
bit that I'm saying must have a name. Really? Is that what race drivers call them? Well, it seems like it's got too many syllables to be a thing you would call them all the time.
Yeah. Oh! New lap record for me, I think. No, it isn't. Oh well. Just to check, Shaka, you don't have your restriction on still, right?
The air intake.
Yeah. Just to be sure you haven't left it on.
I just slammed my car in the first corner and broke it.
Very good.
Maybe that's the explanation. You
Size
don't need to break it more.
just
Are you-
knocked 100th of a second off his lap time. Every little helps.
Well, and then I smashed into Schalke because he sort of moved weirdly. I think it was a network thing rather than an actual moving.
I was moving weirdly in addition to that. Because the steering
what
is
you were gonna
damaged
do.
and then I slam more
Yeah.
in the wall.
Yeah, so I couldn't predict what you were going to do, sorry.
What happened to Fat Gus? He finished 4 laps behind. Did I misread?
He was flipped over at some point.
Ah. Oh, he was doing very well, then obviously it overdid it.
Look, I stopped facing the right way.
That is why we check our blind spot.
Lights, screen, action.
It's a shame Fat Gus doesn't even have a number plate. Whoa! Dude, that is way too early for that corner!
We'll have to leave reaction time.
No, I looked left to make sure Side wasn't ramming me, looked back and for some reason, Gus was
Rude.
slamming on. And I don't have to leave
Because
reaction
I
time, so...
kind of predicted that was going to happen
Yeah, you.
in the last
No,
time.
the reaction,
84.
reaction time is about a 2-second gap, and it's not what you leave in racing, ever.
Only a fool breaks the 2-second rule.
Exactly. And if it pours, it's more?
It's a gradual thing, so you can see the mistake forming before it like actually happens. So you're not reacting to the mistake per se,
Buoyance.
Yeah.
but wind up.
Yeah, well, I mean, as I said, I wasn't actually looking at him. I assumed I had another 100 yards or so before he started to brake. Looked over at side, looked back, the guy's brake nose time.
Nice chicane, Sharka.
I'm totally in control of the margins. That was not luck at all.
In Finnish, that's considered just proper bants, what Shark's coming out with there.
Yeah, I'm starting to detect the very, very tiny change in modulation.
Personal best, very good. Oh, I took that well. I'm going to pick this one as well. Oh, what the heck? What?
Sorry.
What was that?
What?
Brake fail.
Brain fail?
No. It would have been fine if the brakes had worked quite over excellent massively.
Were you trying to undertake Schalke into the corner?
There just was too much going on in the outside on the good racing line. There's too much competition for good position there, so I went for a completely different line, which would have been fine if it had braked didn't go how it did in my head.
Yes.
In my head, I braked at the corner.
Right, I am going to have to try very hard to catch up Fat Gus and overtake him and keep the honour of lockdown here. Oh, sorry, you messed that corner up. I'm on you, Fat Gus. Flash my lights.
I was going to call it broken now.
But yeah, on the chicane, if you brake during the left-hander, you can start to make the car go into a skid, meaning it's aligned for the second part of that, which is sketchy and terrifying, but quite a good way to take the corner.
Oh no. It's squeezing time. Or not.
Gus is getting away from me.
Scrape.
Yeah,
That's what happens
I
when
managed to dodge.
It's
Oh, he hit two walls. I remember the chance. No. He tried to cut me up, but then realised he was already halfway in line. Then he ran me. Yes. Oh wow, it's a close race though. 12 seconds from first to last. That was pretty good. Right. Bye, Gus. But yeah, I mentioned this before. I found this when I took my motorbike on the track, and I felt that I'd been riding bikes for whatever it was, 8 years at the time. And I felt I was, very good and very competent. And then, oh my god, corners and stuff come up to you so quickly. Like, I couldn't work the controls fast enough. And that's why I always try, wherever possible, to try and spread out the time you spend on your controls. Like, change gear a little bit earlier, brake a little bit earlier. But the speeds I was doing on a track, I was just simply not fast enough or practice enough. Oh, that's looking a bit tight.
Oh, and I'm probably parching.
Definitely wasn't room there.
Yeah, but was I overlapping that there should have been room for me?
I mean, it would be hard to say if there even is room in that corner for two cars. Wait, I look left.
No.
No, you really should.
That's more important to determine which car gets to go into it.
Yikes, you really... I did say! Oh my god.
Time stamp that. I was kind of hugging the right-hand wall then. It's not like I could have moved further right.
What?
Mm-hmm. When you hit me, I was pretty much hugging the right-hand wall.
No, you really weren't.
Okay, let's watch back the replay. Seriously, if you are that adamant about it, find it in the replay and educate me.
I kind of.
But I'm not going to just take your word for it now because I've got a different view to you.
I kind of wish it was easier.
No, I wish you could see mine.
Pause it and scrub back and go, ah.
Hell yeah, because we could all learn then, but you'd see it from my perspective.
But I mean, the silly thing is, I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong, but this bit of the track's about 10 cars wide.
Yeah.
But we aren't professional race drivers.
Happy to learn, but the way to do that is to sort of kind of see it from different angles. We've got the opportunity to do that, and I wish we would sort of spend some time instead of just arguing at the time when it's in the heat of the moment. Well, no one's going to agree that they were wrong.
Where's Shalko? This is what I said. This is why we should get his mirror along.
Can I get more speed? I can, but I can't get past.
Ooh, it gets so sketchy at speed. Wow, I took that first part of the corner so well, it was just, the car barely felt like it was on the ground. Because this car's very light, it's affected a lot more by the bumps and things. This is a very rough track. Yeah, as I keep saying, the thing is, real race drivers make these mistakes quite quite regularly, assuming someone's going to do something, or that their car would do something it didn't. And I reckon we're at least half as good as a real race driver. Rob, Eurotech said he wanted he goes, "Are you busy this weekend? Let's go go-karting." But I need a little bit more notice on that. So hopefully he'll join us for a little bit of liver speed before that. So I can see how he does before I take him on a real racetrack. But rather weirdly, I said to him he wanted to do an outdoor racetrack, and I'm like, they're a bit nasty on your spine, and he didn't seem to get that. Like, outdoor go-kart tracks are horrible. Like, really, 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 like, spine-shaking nightmares. Anyway, I do
the lap times.
Yes, I do apologise for ramming you, Si. That was not on purpose, or I would have giggled.
No, I do want to watch back, like I say, to learn from it. What my experience was that you were saying, look to your left, and to the way I dealt with that was to move to the right, because I assumed you were going to pass on the left. I went as right as I could, and then you hit me.
Now, because you see the corner, the track bends to the left at that point, and I think you were following that, but I
have to. There's a wall. That's my point. Yeah. I can't not turn left at that point.
From my point of view, I would have guessed that you had two car widths from the wall. Easy. But obviously, I wasn't looking at you at that point. I was back to looking ahead.
Right, so assuming I looked to the left and saw you were there, the only things I could do are move to the right, or brake, which that's not racing, that's giving way.
Yeah, I like the sound of that last one though, that's good.
I bet you do.
Shalko, brake! Well, aren't we all over the place on this corner?
Yeah, you can't just assume because you're coming up behind someone and you're going quicker than them that they should give way to you or move over, though. So that isn't racing, is it?
No. In that case, I just kind of... from my point of view, it just felt like you just blindly careered into the side of my car, and there wasn't a lot I could do.
Well, I mean, the other way of looking at it is it's not a narrow section of track, so you could have gone more left. You were only going close to me because you wanted to go fast.
I don't feel I could have gone.
Take that.
J-turn.
You don't think you could have gone more left?
Not really, no.
Why not?
There wasn't a car width between the left and...
Oh, really? You
Yeah.
think we were so close to the left that you... So what, it was a narrow
It's the
bit
narrowest
for us to
point.
both be side by side?
In the middle of
Was
the
it?
corner, yeah. Because I would have been tucked all the way over to the left, ready.
So
with
from
that
your perspective,
gentle-
I was squeezing you to the left, yeah?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
I think Shark was the one in the wrong.
Put it down to lag.
Yeah, I was really lagging as well.
I really don't rate the networking on this game. When I look at videos of it online, people sort of racing very seriously, and all the while cars are just flicking and changing angle between frames wildly in front of them.
Yeah, so some of that, there is a server setting to set the packets per second. I've got it very low because of TAD. I can increase that.
All right. Is he on dial-up?
He's in rural America with a house full of people who don't understand not just to click the highest quality video and internet all the time.
Can he not manage like Skype calls and stuff?
He might be able to, yeah.
I mean, if he can manage VoIP, you'd think he'd be able to manage sending positional data in a multiplayer game, right?
Yes, unless of course Discord happens to be more squeezed out. But yes, you're quite right. Like some packets should get through, but we've had situations where he's had no packets for a vast amount of time. Though it's usually his incoming that's the issue, not his outgoing. Like we can
Maybe
see
he needs
him.
to deprioritise his VoIP.
Well, he can't do
Because we
that.
can always hear him fine.
Yeah, but the issue is that he can't see us, but we can see him. So his incoming is the bit that's squeezed. So he's just driving where he thinks there's no cars, but there is. Unfortunately, he's got, as you said, he's got a ISP router, so he doesn't really have any option to fiddle with it. I was quite surprised when I was doing Fortune Craft to find out how many people are on Comcast, and if you want a port open in Comcast, you need to bring up their tech support, and they do it remotely.
Yeah, maybe their routers are locked down, but I've certainly replaced the firmware in every ISP router that I've been able to. Sometimes that involves soldering on a serial port, but always worth it.
Yeah, I've just got my very dumb BT router, and then my expensive 5300 AC attached to that. Which really impressed me how much more bandwidth I got out of the same internet connection when I got it, because it's just a vastly more powerful CPU in there than the previous one.
Right, and how do you connect the two in terms of networking? Do you have it in bridge mode? Do you just do it as a downstream router? How do those two devices talk to each other at the IP level?
Well, there's an RJ45 cable, and the BT box is only plugged into the router.
So you double natted?
I use what? Double massive?
Are you using? No, have you just kind of left the ISP router kind of alone and just plugged in your better router as a client device on it?
Yes.
And so which are you using for DHCP and?
Don't know really. It just kind of works. I haven't needed to fiddle with it, and I put it together like forever ago. If I did fiddle with it, I'd have forgotten. But yeah, I went from about 18 megabytes of up to about 30 megabits of up when I upgraded the router, and I was really like, bloody hell. Probably
I
not.
would be able to.
Well, it probably
I
wasn't.
would be able to not fiddle with anything on my network except for there's a couple of devices on it that are really stupid, and that's the one or more of the TP-Link power line adapters.
Oh yes, I've got those.
A really stupid. Yeah, it's one of them's got a really stupid firmware feature, which they think is good for their customers.
Which is
What it does is when you switch it on, and for every minute thereafter, it checks to see if there's a DHCP server, and if there isn't, it becomes a DHCP server.
What?
Well, the problem with that is that when there's a power cut, well, yeah, they do that because they say, well, that way most of our customers can easily connect to the TP-Link web page and the admin web server on it, because it will always be where they expect it to be. That's their rationale.
Wow.
They've said that on public forums.
Why would I connect to my Powerline adapter's web page?
Well, to configure it, turn the lights off, tell it to share its settings between the other ones, name the network, all that kind of malarkey. You know, turn on the guest Wi-Fi. They've got quite a lot of features in them. But the issue is that it boots far quicker than most routers. So when there's a power cut, the power comes back on, your TP-Link Powerline thing goes, oh, no DHCP server, so I'll just control the network. And then your router finishes booting and is kind of defeated by this thing which has now chosen a different subnet for everything and fucks up everyone's internet gateway.
So your ones sound a lot more posh than mine. My one, it supports 4 in the house, you plug them in and they move network traffic between them, and that's it. They don't.
Yeah, the problematic one is the most complex one. It's it's got 3 Ethernet ports on it, and it's a Wi-Fi access point extender as well.
Yes. Okay, I don't have those.
Well, I've got loads of the simple ones as well. They're fine. They're not trying to be clever.
Yeah,
they defend this. There's so many people complaining about it online, and they just say, well, we've got this debug version which doesn't do it, which you can use, but quite frankly, our customers like it.
Yeah. No, I use it because it's just the Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi's good, but it's just not predictable enough. So when I'm using,
I only use
uses
Wi-Fi
this.
if I have to. Use wireless as little as possible. Wi-Fi 6 is really good when you're right next to the router, but still rather have wired.
Come on, Shauka, you can do it.
Yeah.
Shauka's causing me grief. It's been 2 car lengths to me for a lap now. That's my best. That's what happens when someone is chasing me. Push it a little bit harder.
Yeah, the more there is consistency, then the single mistakes are even costlier.
Yes.
Went through the chicane properly for the first time ever.
Yeah, I think I flew the chicane 3 times in a row, so that's why you didn't catch me. Yeah, when you do the chicane right, you come out and the car is bouncing all over the place. You'll hit the inside chicane on the inner corner, then you should bounce all the way across the outside of the track. And it is sketchy as hell. Yeah, there you go. Half a second of your personal best.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it felt like I went through it without turning. I just kind of shifted left and right.
Yeah.
Which is kind of ideal.
What I do is I brake into the first bit, the left-hander, and then that puts the car, in fact you can see it, that puts the car into a drift. And then I just apply the force at the bit where I can see the exit. God, if you go through slowly, it's so big. And then you can make the exit straight, but it's very, very rough. Very rough piece of track. Thank you, Gordon. Are you joining us tonight, or are you still recovering?
I'm starting to learn to start.
Wow. I can't brake any harder. You started to brake, I slammed on.
I don't know why you were both trying to occupy the same physical space.
Yeah, and it's the behind car that is obliged to dodge.
I put my foot on the brakey pedal as hard as I could and as fast as I could. I love that hairpin. I love putting my foot down halfway through it and just skidding all the way around the end of it.
Well, that's what I would have liked, but on that occasion I'd lifted off for a fraction of a second, which put me too far right. I hit the wall.
Lifting off should have made you steer tighter, not wider.
No, I did a little jump sideways.
No. I hit some walls.
There's a turny way to make the chicane and a slidey way.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I did the slidey way last time. That's why I got my best time.
I do it the slidey way, at least in this car. The only thing I will say against this headset, it's got so many extra bits, I find it hard to get at the little tiny bit of my scalp that's decided to itch.
Well, it's more adjustable than you might first realise, because you can push the front bit in and out, and you can lift the front bit. It's like a JCB, you know, you can lift the arms, rotate the arms,
yeah,
angle the arms, tighten and loosen the. So you can have when it gets uncomfortable in one position, you can kind of adjust everything and have it in a equally comfortable and working different position.
Yes. Now I've just got an itchy bit, and it's just right in the most awkward place. Every time I go and try and rub it, there's plastic in the way.
Oh yeah. You need a knitting needle. Oh, actually, maybe not when your eyes are covered with the screen.
Dowling. The only time I've ever used a knitting
wooden
needle
spoon.
In many, many years is when I've had a broken arm.
When you break your arm.
Yeah. Did I tell you about the other thing I put down my cast but shouldn't have? I can't remember.
I mean, the mind boggles. Don't
Well,
I'm gonna guess.
I mean, I was about 7. I'd broken my wrist, and then they took the cast off. So they cut the cast off, and the nurse and the doctor just kind of reeled back in horror as my entire arm from wrist to elbow was green. Bright green. Like Land of the Living Dead green. Because I put a 2p piece down there and lost it.
Oh, right.
So it was the copper.
Yeah. All better than joke powder, a joke shop itching powder, though.
Ugh.
What they used to make that out of?
Ants.
Asbestos.
It's really asbestos.
Fiberglass. Yeah.
Oh.
No, I've no idea. I'm trying to think.
Hey Siri, what's itching powder made out of? What
Made out
is
of
itching
peanut shells.
powder made out of? Don't I found this on the web, me? Fucking read it out.
Yeah, it says I'm afraid I can't answer that whilst you're driving.
A legume, Mucuna purien, that kind of bean.
Legume.
Legume, legume's green beans, isn't
That's
it?
just French for vegetable.
Is it?
No. It might be. What's French for vegetable?
Hey Siri, what's the French word for vegetable?
Vegetable.
In French, vegetable is
Legume. You are quite correct. So it's a vegetable. Right, well, which vegetable? You can't say it's a vegetable.
Not a marrow.
A whole marrow.
Yeah.
Hilariously, you
marrow.
put a whole marrow into your friend's pants to make them itch.
Something done something to me. You'll never guess. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, Schalke's aggressively trying to pass me while still behind me.
Well, don't let him.
I thought that I was trying to dodge effectively. But
I'm driving.
It feels that way.
I'm mostly
because I'm
driving in my
blocking you.
rearview mirror
I
here.
don't want you to pass me. Racing. This is a race. Don't want you to go past me.
It's a race. I hope I win. So you two are side by side. Oh no, side's one in front. I should restart. I've been mostly, honestly, driving in the rearview
shit.
mirror, watching you two.
Yeah, it didn't go very well.
It's alright.
Go and harass Adam instead.
No, I'm good.
He's right behind you. I should probably turn my steering wheel more. I think that might be where I'm going wrong. Being lazy. Whoa!
What?
That wasn't the slidey way. That was the turny way.
You look pretty slidey on the way out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but I was rotating a lot. Slidey way to me is where you kind of stay pointing the same way throughout and slide left and then right. When I say turny way, I don't mean grippy way. I mean, you know, pointing more in the direction you're going. What's happened there?
Didn't work out.
Schalke decided to undertake me because he was close, so he was beside me, so I slowed down extra to take the corner slowly, but Schalke just balls that up and just slid, brake lights on, straight into the wall.
What's going on in Discord? People are talking.
Talking in the wrong channel.
Or they're doing Snow Runner.
I love Snow Runner.
Well, I mean, given they put a new truck in and it's fucked on the network, then I don't think they've done any particular network testing, and I'm just not interested.
Interesting, that thing about that they seem to regress and get the bugs back that they fixed for the Steam release. I wonder if they went back to a sort of earlier fork and never came back up the same path again.
Maybe, but that was 3-4 months ago. I don't have any truck.
Yeah.
I believe that Wreckfest was contractually obliged to release the Carmageddon patch, so they released it with broken networking, but they fixed it very quickly. And, you know, apologised.
Wasn't that the same patch they removed the zombies though? Didn't they go?
No, there was a patch like 2 weeks later with like all the memory leak fixes, and then they took all the zombies out. I'm like, oh, I liked that.
Yeah. Do you want zombies or a server?
Yes. I like to point out the point thing with the chicane, as ever, it's not really how quickly you go in, it's about how quickly you can start to put the power down afterwards. So the smoother you line up that nice straight exit, the faster your exit speed will be for the rest of the track, the rest of the lap. Oh, this is looking very, very close! Meow, meow. Wow, that was close, my goodness. Blimey, 18 hundredths of a second there.
That's my best lap's not too bad then.
Yeah, your best lap was the. Oh no, Shauka's was the fastest of the race. I'm gonna get my drink a sec. I meant to turn off my.
Do we need variation?
Hmm?
Card or track change?
I don't mind. If you want to get better at this, that's cool. If you want to swap over to something else, that is also cool. I mean, are you asking or suggesting?
I guess I could do with card change.
Okay, what car?
Well, not committing to either option there.
Yes, maybe one of the. What car would you like?
Spotlight we can put a Shaka. What's this thinking?
We would like the XRR.
I believe you've chosen that.
Oh,
Good grief.
we have
all
that.
The cars you could have chosen.
That's a car we've never driven before. Because I don't have a colour scheme for it. So you're going to have to please wait while I colour my car, otherwise you won't know who I am. You'll be like, who's that handsome madman in that car? It could be anyone. And I'm going to go with a bright green bonnet. And orange
Who'd have
wheels.
thought?
Orange wheels. Well, I
Really mixing it up, aren't you?
No, because then you know it's me. But I'm going basically with the Evangelion colour scheme, which is a split triatic complementary palette. Ooh, this one's got a boost
He knows
gauge.
you anyway from the obstinance.
Oh, this one's got a boost gauge on the readout.
Oh no, I don't know how that works.
Well, it's very easy. Get in your car and drive along. And when you put your foot down, you hear a noise. Yeah? Well, that noise stops pitching up. You're at full boost. That's full power. Which is about 25 pounds of boost. That is a lot of boost in this car. That's an awful lot.
£25? Quite cheap.
Per square inch. What does mine run?
Expensive.
My car runs...
Dude!
14, I think, pounds of boost. This is a lot of boost. Tad or no? Is that Tad?
No.
Oh. Rob, how many pounds of boost
Yes,
does
it
your car
is.
run?
It's Tad doing an impression of Rob.
So we have the blue car and the blue car. Brilliant.
Come on, Tad, do more as Rob. It's funny. Let's laugh down. Pat.
Oh man, this car's got...
I'm on your right.
Whoa! This car's got proper headrest, so if I glance right, all I can see is headrest.
Oh, nice brakes.
Cornering stuff.
Hey!
What? I hit the wall!
Don't do that!
Don't hit the wall?
Yes, it's the last thing I expected it to do.
I'll be fine. I didn't mean to. Hey Rob! Bye Rob!
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, see you in a minute. When you do what I just did. You joining us, Rob?
He is, and then he left.
Loser.
I think he's working something out, like how to headset.
Headset's working.
Said Rob from the other side of the room.
Gosh.
Whoa!
My house is, my map is right by me.
I cannot believe I
I
just...
mean, that is how they work.
I cannot believe I fit through that gap, Schalke.
You didn't?
I did.
Okay.
I didn't hit you. I didn't hit the wall either. I just kind of breezed through half an inch on each side.
So what kind of vehicle are we using? Are we trying?
It's the only car you
Oh.
can use. You're very quiet, by the way, Rob.
No, that's just you turned me down.
I don't think so.
Well, it was an awful proposal. Pay more next time.
Whoa, drifting! Oh, clip that. That was awesome. I want that on the replay. I put the car on for a full drift
You recover.
and recovered.
Yeah, I just recovered from a partial.
Yeah, big fat rear tyres on this one and some downforce.
So what's the bar about?
The bar. Bar.
Yeah, that's a
Boost.
pressure metric.
Oh, it's also in bar. That's the turbo pressure. I mean, realistically, as long as you're not in the wrong gear, it doesn't matter. If you're in the wrong gear, you won't have enough boost pressure, so you won't have any boost. That's how much extra pressure the turbocharger is shoving into the engine. 26 psi is a lot of pressure.
I might be a bit broken now.
Something's going on with my gearbox. I can't go above 48 miles an hour.
Is Rob very quiet for everyone or just me?
Rob, you've got your pit limiter on.
How do I turn that on?
Press the pit limiter button.
Is Rob quiet for everyone or is it just me? Do I need to work out how to get...
He's sort of medium.
It's fine to me.
You're both twice as loud as he is, easy.
Speed limiter L, button 2.
Button 2 is square circle, I think. Might be square.
B.
I broke my car. I'm limping over the finish line.
Second again. Woo.
Yeah, with the car switch, it's more back to the like big maneuvers rather than the micromanagement.
Only because you're learning the vehicle. Once you've learned the vehicle, the small maneuver, you'll be back to small maneuvers. Although that drift I did was unbelievable. I drifted for half that straight and got it back. Yeah, unfortunately, Rob, I can't easily turn you up because I'm in VR. Don't jump the lights.
Behind Rob.
Oh, Rob has decided not to accelerate at the beginning of the race. Sai has decided to turn and accelerate.
Well, because I had to go around Rob. Didn't move. Rob, why didn't you drive? It's a driving game. Rob, has Rob died?
His voice is even quieter.
He's dead. Is he going to move this time?
No.
No.
I thought you got the start sorted, Schalke.
That doesn't excuse ramming.
I wasn't ramming, I was just a bit of 3 horsepower. Oh! I did brake, I promise. The
Stop
replay,
helping me.
the replay will back me up. I braked very, very hard there. I would suggest that when Rob gets back, we should probably restart.
Practice my pit exit then.
We could just push Rob along and see what lap times we can give him.
Ah, there we go.
Welcome back. What
Now
was
we're
that?
here. That was me figuring out my audio.
Figuring out your what?
Audio.
It's alright, Rob's going now. He's off. He's up to 80 miles an hour. That's a bit terrifying, really.
My sound is really, really distant.
Yeah, I think you're on the wrong headset, Rob. Like, can you tap your microphone for me a sec? Oh, okay. That's
My ears.
That's really quiet. I mean, I can possibly turn you up, but let me just.
He's not that quiet.
He re-
It's you. It's not Rob. It's you.
I'm quiet. It's not Rob.
No, it's you that has a problem with Rob's volume. He sounds fine to us.
Come on, projector. Turn on. Oh, I need to tab out, don't I?
I mean, Rob is talking fairly softly in that disarming way that he does,
Oh,
but he's not really quiet.
let me see. Oh, God. I really hate this. When I turn on my projector, it starts up saying, "Hey, do you want to watch these television programs?" No.
First world problems.
Yeah, Robbie.
And I've got spilled caviar on my MacBook Pro screen.
Okay, for some reason I had Rob at 60%, which is fair. Okay, Rob, have you returned to us?
No, I haven't. I can't figure out how to remember the key to start my car.
I, for ignition, I believe.
Ignition or button 11, whatever a button 11 looks like.
I would rebind any keys you're not sure about. Just click on it, and then press the button on your joystick.
My sound, I don't have any sound for the game.
That's terrifying.
You don't have any sound from the game because your engine's not started.
No, I just started it and moved a bit. And I still have nothing. I can hear your engine coming over, or someone's engine coming over Discord.
Over Discord?
Yeah,
Are you sure?
yeah.
Really?
I was hearing it previously, but not now.
One of the triangles has stopped on the corner.
Two of the triangles are stopped on the corner.
Well, two of the racing triangles have stopped.
So, Liver Speed is apparently not using any of my sound cards.
Can you choose the sound card in Live Speed? I can't remember. I like games where you can.
Just restart it.
Oh God, that's loud. There we go.
Yeah, on the right hand side you can choose which sound card. I've got in this sound computer. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sound cards.
Well done, Chalker. You beat everybody else in that race.
Okay, Rob, are we ready then? He's just smashed into a traffic cone and then crashed on the left hand side of the wall. Take that as a yes.
Not on my screen, I didn't.
Oh, there's his eye. Don't jump the lights. Rob, what steering wheel have you got?
Same as you.
Ah, did you 3D print the upgrade for the flappy paddles?
No.
Print it, it's brilliant. It's a fantastic upgrade.
No.
Oh, it really
I didn't know
is.
there was one.
Yeah, it puts magnets in it, so the flappy paddles become much harder to pull. But when you pull them a bit, they snap away from the magnets. And they give a
cool.
really nice feel, much more like a real
Yeah.
car's flappy paddles.
More clicky.
Yes. Although, with the best will in the world, I recommend you use automatic gears until you are au fait with all the other controls. Man, this car is super drifty. But the main thing is, in that corner you're coming up to, Rob, don't take it too quickly.
Yeah, I've learned that.
I mean, that really does apply to all the corners.
You almost can't go around that one slowly enough.
Oh, what, the one at the end of the long straight?
Hmm.
Yeah, it's very slow, 40 miles an hour. Whoa! Ah, I didn't save it. Nearly though.
So yeah, Rob, why were you going the wrong way just now?
Because I got confused and spun out.
And when you saw me, you realised
Yeah.
the mistake.
I mean, well, I've done that on railroads in Holland, so I can understand that.
That was terrifying.
It wasn't for very long.
Long enough.
No, I'm not sure it was the time when you were there, Rob, but I came up a slip road onto a bridge and then realised there was an oncoming light. So I was like, oh shit. So I swerved to the left-hand side of the road. And then I realised it wasn't a 3-lane bridge, it was a 6-lane bridge. So I had to then swerve across 3 more lanes of traffic to get back into the right direction. The rest of the journey was uneventful.
Fortunately.
No.
Whoa!
Don't try to overtake me.
I was counting to 1 and I thought I managed to count that far.
What happened, Jack? I spammed my car 3 times and then you're in front of me. I thought you'd be long gone.
There was sideways movement and then there was contact.
Oh, Rob rammed you. Are you in VR, Rob?
No, I'm not in VR.
Ah, well, there you go, that's why.
No, I saw him in the mirrors. Don't blame inability on it. I saw him in my mirrors and I purposefully made it difficult.
Yeah, but he's a lap ahead of you. You're supposed to let him pass. That's what blue flags mean.
Oh.
It's not blue for blocking, it's blue for bloody well get out of the way.
I can't get out of the way when I'm facing backwards. But I will go into VR in a minute. Problem with the flappy paddle gearbox is when I'm changing gear when my wheel's upside down. I press the wrong paddle.
I really would stick with automatic gears until you are confident at the game and driving and everything. Ooh.
And my wheels are broken, so I need to have my wheel at 3
Let's
o'clock.
start by listing the things that are right. Are you inside the car?
No.
Is the sky above you?
Because it's not a real car. The sky is above me.
Yeah, I was quite surprised. I still can't find any electric go-karting near me, Rob. I did have a look. I know there's one in Milton Keynes, which is unhelpful, but a lot of them are still using petrol because they've obviously bought these petrol carts. But last time I was at Team Slot, I was chatting with them. The electric carts are faster, have better acceleration, more torque, and they don't need to run the extractor fans all the time. And they don't need hazard certification either. You know, for petrol.
Keep bringing petrol, yeah.
Yeah. Whoa!
This thing start?
I did an Izzard there.
Fuck you.
I steered and I
I mean, that's
accelerated.
ridiculous. I'm still driving.
Yes, but you didn't do one.
Well, I guess it's misnamed then. It should be called a DJ Arcus.
I should let my driving do the talking.
Because that's worked so far.
Not this twice, it hasn't.
Spelling out letters such as O's is probably not gonna make for fast lap times.
We'll see how we all take this next corner on the 3 different ways. Oh, did you clip the inside?
No, I clipped you.
Oh,
I hit you.
I...
Oh, you didn't seem to be affected by it though.
That would mean that you thought you hit me and I thought you didn't.
I felt it through my steering wheel.
Yeah, but your client thought you hit me and my client didn't.
Yeah.
I don't think you took the corner very well, Schalke. Oh, this is getting terrifying now.
Oi!
Whoa! Wow, how did that happen?
I felt like you rammed me.
I did. I suddenly gained loads of speed on you, like loads.
Shaka, can you speak up? I can't hear you over the sound of Adam's driving, talking.
No, you lost speed, Shaka, during that kind if you took your foot off the accelerator. Or what, but I suddenly just hit you.
Yeah, I have a different way of taking that, and I don't know whether that's faster.
Did you slow down
and
for
if
it?
it's faster on the later parts.
Yeah, but say if you take your foot off the accelerator without engaging your brakes, I've no indication you are slowing down until my Mac.
Yeah, you're not in an electric car.
That's not an excuse to ram people.
If they suddenly lose loads of speed, pretty sure it is.
If it's not to the portion of malicious, but if it's just their style of taking the turn.
I mean, if your style of taking the turn is to go slowly during part of it, that's not a good style. But yeah, just say, from my point of view, we went into that corner neck and neck. I was maybe half a mile faster, then all of a sudden, I'd hit you. It could also have been some network hoo-ha too, of course. Are we allowed to lie? Is that in the rules? On your right side?
Communication, probably. Right. I'm not super sure. Respectful communication. Somebody could think that lying is unrespectful.
Why do I lie to everyone, regardless?
No!
Oh no! Didn't squeeze through.
I shouted no.
I did. I know, and then I braked.
That was the most comprehensive warning I could give you in the time I had.
Yeah, I braked and swerved left, but it didn't fit.
I didn't have time to form a sentence describing what had gone wrong, only that it had gone wrong.
There's a wall coming up, so be careful.
That's exactly what went wrong. A wall, as you say, came up.
Oh, it's very good when we're all neck and neck for more of the race like that, though.
Yeah. I press something. I've got pit instructions on my screen. What are the function keys? Yeah. I'm meant to press this F8. Where is F8? All these keys that look the same.
F8's the one Apple. Before the gap. Oh, is there no gap?
No, there's no gap.
What? But how can you feel the keys when you're blind?
By not using an IBM PS2?
No, but not having gap. But how would you find them if you're in the dark or in VR or?
It's because two things. There's a numeric keypad with a bump on the 5 key, and there's a bump on the J and the.
Yeah, but I can find things relative to the J and the. Keyboard. I can find things relative to the J key, but probably not the function row.
Yeah, it's a bit too homogenised, this keyboard.
What, like milk?
Not naturally. Yes, I'm winning.
Well done, you are in first place.
Doing that.
Get behind me, losers. Very silly.
Whoa!
Fuck you.
Oh, I'm going to let you go first. Oh, my bad. Yep. Didn't give you enough room.
That's not letting.
I slammed on the brakes and.
No!
Sideways movement was quite crashy.
I slammed on the brakes to let him go first, and then I had to take the corner. This is why I like to play this game with about a dozen of us, all of reasonable levels of confidence, because corners like that, with a dozen people trying to squeeze through, are ever so much fun.
I don't think you should, though. I don't think 12 people should try to squeeze through that corner at once. It just doesn't make sense.
No, you're right.
Yeah, but I also don't think you should always rush to try and be the one that goes first.
I didn't. I slowed down to let you go first, but didn't.
No, the first turn.
But that went fine. I got totally in front of you, absolutely fine. It was the next corner where I came a cropper.
Oh, I was still affected by the first turn. Yeah, I mean, you can't. I know because you're good at getting away from the starting line, but I'm not sure that means you should definitely overtake before the first turn.
No, but I felt I could, so I did, and that was all well and good.
Yeah, but it made me feel bad.
Well, that's
and everything went bad.
A double win. Now, if I had braked a little bit harder, you would have been easily off him first, but I didn't brake harder enough.
Contact 2 says that you have to keep any position or ill-gotten food.
That was me.
For breaking rules. So if he was affected by the fall you made in the last corner, it's kind of bad to capitalize on that.
It's
quite like not sportsmanlike.
Yeah.
It's always tricky that when you come around a corner and there's a car sideways.
It is a race though, so I don't think you necessarily have to be sportsmanlike as long as you're within the rules, because there's enough rules without also having to be sportsmanlike on top of it. Accepting that one of the rules is be courteous.
If you get advantage by following the rules, you have to give it back.
Oh.
Yeah, because I mean, yeah, because if you get advantage knowingly, like Tad, she's cutting parts of the track, and they will just take the win away from you. I mean, that's what actually happens. They just go
like
no.
cheating.
Yeah. Yeah, like
I think how it's worded is like you have to give, like you have to let them overtake you if you make a fall when you overtake.
It was like exactly like Brexit when they found out they cheated and broken the law and all of the election rules, and then they just let the results stand. Wait, hold on. And hello, Max. What did you go to see?
Where you going?
Oh, how was that?
It's apparently quite good, isn't it? It's getting good reviews. Actually, that Marvel film's getting good reviews.
It is.
Have you seen it?
No, I haven't. I'm going to see it on Friday in the morning. Oh, that's tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah, my daughter's seen it. She seemed to like it. She's watched all of the films, I think, now. Been binge watching them.
And what's her favourite?
I think, is WandaVision part of that? Or is that the other?
Let's say it is. It is technically part of Phase 4, yes.
Second again.
I do like this
car.
car.
Okay, more luck than speed, but still second.
I do like this car, but it's a bit of a handful if you put the power down whilst not pointing straight.
Yeah, it's a bit of a wild stallion, isn't it?
Old stallions rule.
Not ramming people can be a skill.
I wouldn't know. Wait, hold on, I phrased that wrong.
No time to breathe. Just get straight back in there.
That's what she said. We have Uatek and Max in front. This will be exciting.
Should be exhilarating.
Accelerating. Oh.
Careful, you two are... Oh my god. Well, I wasn't wrong.
What the hell, Max?
Bloody hell. I want to fall apart.
So Max and...
Don't yell overlap.
Whoa!
Please don't ram me.
I didn't see you there. Yeah, Max and Uatek did not look sideways. Went round two corners neck and neck, and then Max got it a bit sideways and put his foot down, and the car.
What are you doing now, Adam?
Huh?
What are you doing now? What's your plan? Oh, nice.
Just,
But will it last all the way around the corner?
yes. Oh God, hey Shouker.
No. No, it was a very short-lived victory, that one. It was a good overtake.
What?
I just don't think you planned out the next move after that.
What? What are you talking about? I'm in first.
Chowker, don't let him get away with it.
I'm not ramming him. I'm having revenge by not ramming him.
Did you not go behind him before you then went back in front of him, though? Or did you stay...
Yeah,
after you overtook Chowker, did you stay in front of him?
Yeah. Well, he came very.
I thought you swapped...
No, he came very, very close to overtaking me. Very close to my left.
Oh, I thought he got back in front of you.
And now he's dribbling past me on my left. So I'm gonna let him get off.
Oh, you didn't ram me, you're improving.
Oh, hey!
Where are you? You are there, and I have to give you room.
Ah!
Yeah.
No! I hit the inside.
Yeah.
I hit the inside.
No.
Couldn't give you any more room.
I guess there's a kind of rock, paper, scissors in taking it to the edge, taking it safe, or like wiping out.
What you mean? What you kind of got to predict if the other person is going to be risk averse or risk diverse on each interaction.
Is risk diverse the correct term?
Why not?
Averse is if you don't want risk.
Yeah. What about
Risk
it?
diverse would be like who wants a varying level of risk.
That's what I'm saying.
Psychotic.
Well, maybe just risk embracer.
Risk diverse, risk.
Whoa, Tad, that's not a very good place to stop.
Risk diverse, risk.
My car stalled out.
That was a good bit of avoiding that side. Well done.
I had no idea he was there
Ah.
until I was steering around him.
If you have the option of getting $1, or you can flip a coin and then get $2 if you win that, then that's the same expected value. If you prefer the coin flip, you are risk seeking, and if you don't like it, then you are risk avoiding.
Yeah, there's also a bit of the psychology of delayed gratification there as well.
Or edging, as the kids call it.
That still makes you laugh.
It's just being able to work it in like that.
What? Rephrase that, please.
I don't think I will.
Finally, use the hand soap.
Where's the soap? Yes, it does, doesn't it?
Who invented liquid dish soap and why?
Tad, question for you: How much boost is good on a car?
Boost, not booze.
I think I've got 14.
It's on the edge. That's like engineering questions.
Yeah, but I think I've got 14 pounds of boost on my car. This one does 28, 26. This is a lot
That race
of boost.
was nuts. Sweet bonkers, that race.
Yeah, that's what we like. Bonkers racing.
I know people get a lot of money to figure out what kind of boost your car needs.
Yeah, well, I know people who've... the most I've known is that some guys at an event I did put 44 foot-pounds of boost into it, and they said the car kept on going into limp home mode. And it was something Stewart. It wasn't a Fiat Multipla, but Fiat Dobra. It was something like that, and it tore past me down the straight like I couldn't believe. And I did the line, you know, afterwards got to go, is it stock? Haha. But it's like, yeah, we're trying to get more boost into it. It was a 2-litre Cosworth engine in there. Yeah, a lot of boost.
That's basically just pushing more air into the cylinder to combust
Yep.
at the same
Yep. You put more air
Yeah.
in, and then you put more fuel in, resulting in more power.
Well, surely need a bigger combustion chamber to get it to work.
But you gotta have pistons and an engine block that can handle it.
Yeah.
Oh.
You
There's
just
a bigger explosion, basically, isn't it?
yeah. Well, you're putting more pressure in, but it does not mean you have more fuel. You're doing more fuel more often. But yeah, you can upgrade everything without being bigger. But yeah, you'll as he said, eventually it will just pop. There's a guy I watch occasionally on YouTube.
Will break, won't it? I'll see that
You're gonna
something will break.
find the limit of
gaskets,
material sciences.
Yeah.
The first bit to break, gaskets, or is it sort of throwing a piston?
The piston will go up and not come back down again.
It's gone so hard up.
It'll go hard, yeah. I think there's a guy I watch occasionally on YouTube called Hoovy.
That's
and
a mark
he does, modding of cars and buying cars and fixing them. And he modded his Prius with a turbocharger, and it lasted about half a mile. Like, he put his foot down for the first time, and he went, and then just went bang. So, you attack, and Max, remember to glance left and glance right.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure I'm doing that right.
I'll do it. It's a trick.
It's a lie. There is no left.
I mean, you
So if I try and hold my joystick in a solid position, it stutters like mad.
Yeah, you and attack just went in that first corner side by side, and the second one side by side, and then you both came a cropper.
I'm going first. Me first.
Whoa!
Straighten your steering wheel.
Whoa, whoa.
Whoa!
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Drifting!
I don't know what my internet's like today, so I'm just letting you all pass.
This thing is exciting! Remember, don't put your foot down, so you're going at least nearly straight.
This thing is very rear-wheel drive, isn't it?
Yeah, this is it. Yeah, but good in a straight line. You've got to be patient on putting your foot down. Chalka, why is this odd in first place? What's going on?
Because somebody rammed sideways and they're starting grid a lot, creating chaos.
I did not.
Chaos level increased by 0.2.
I'm sorry, I was drifting. Look it up. Wow. Not on purpose, it has to be said.
Yeah, it's really, really bad.
Yeah, thanks. Yep,
That thing, I crashed.
Yeah, so I did the same thing. Power when steering.
Did you get a look at your router?
At my
Trying to
what?
diagnose our crashes.
Oh, it's had one.
Yeah.
Well, Grandma's watching Netflix and my brother's watching YouTube, so...
Is he actually watching YouTube, or does he just have it on the background while he's playing something? And I think I already know the answer to this.
No, he's actively watching it. He's sitting there at the computer watching it.
Does he know that there are computer games?
No, he likes watching people play it on
YouTube.
YouTube. If that was the case with everybody, you'd have no audience watching it, watching what you're doing right now. I mean,
we're not far
He
off.
hasn't got an audience watching what he's doing right now.
I think we have.
He's got us watching what we're doing.
I wasn't gonna say that. That's very rude.
I don't
my
know.
ass.
I can't.
My kids declare everything I say is rude most of the time.
Well, tell them to fuck off next time they do that.
Yeah, great example.
Then actually be rude, and then
Or
be like,
come
oh.
out with, yeah, but I fucked your mum. That's always a good one.
Yeah, again, I'm not going to be saying that.
Pithy and pertinent.
Yeah, truthful, yeah. That'll keep him off your back for, 10 seconds.
They just stand there open mouth going, what?
What does that mean?
And then you'd be like,
That's right, there was
and then, I mean,
struggling to comprehend what I want pussy meant earlier.
I believe that you have 2 children, Max, and then the double whammy is you say to them more than twice.
Yes, exactly.
Find it much more effective to tell them they're adopted.
I haven't told Dora she's adopted yet.
Yeah, it might not sink in for a while.
was
I
not
was just
very good.
saying to that reply to that photo of her sitting on the projector. You brought her a cat seat, a warmed cat seat for her.
Yeah,
Nice
cat seat
kind
with
of you.
built-in entertainment.
Yeah, and it's warm.
She knows that when I boot up the projector and sit down on my seat, that there's a mouse cursor, probably, to be played with.
That little desktop toy
Priorities.
called Nico.
Yes. Where are you, Shalka? Oh my word, that was scary.
Into my head.
Yeah, Nico chat.
Adam approved car setup for this, by the way.
No, I don't think we chose this car just because Shalka just said we're all absolutely identical. I mean, I can tell you, everyone who crashed, I can tell you all did exactly the same thing. You put your foot down when you weren't going in a straight line. I saw Max do it, I saw Eurotech do it, and I was followed Sai for about 2 laps, and then you just got a bit, what's the word, enthusiastic.
After the railway and under that bridge,
Racing,
it's be very
fine.
difficult
Yeah.
to keep in a
Well,
straight
I
line.
came
there.
third,
Yeah.
so I can't be that bad.
Rob! Oh!
130 and losing control.
I don't analyse and scrutinise all your mistakes. I just laugh.
But pretty much everyone got pretty good lap times there.
So, Ted, back to my question. Did you get a chance to look at your own router?
I mean, no,
delay.
I didn't bother. Like, I can go and look at the data panel and see if I can actually log into it.
Well, I was
Yes.
thinking you want to enable quality of service, and then prioritise your own PC's minuscule amount of packets that are coming out over the vast swath of crap coming for YouTube and everything else.
Yeah, I mean that's what I did. Because I can organise the PCs in my house in order of priority. So I put my server at the top and then my one just below.
Yeah. Invert the sound
The
blaster.
server just kicked me.
Yeah, you got booted out into the void. I saw you.
And then the message it sent me was retired.
I thought it said a Tad has taken the wrong route.
Yeah, that-
Sorry, I'm wrong. I
Whoa!
So,
catastrophically.
so I tried to start the race. Untitled rubber banded into the front of my, sending me into the, and now I can't steer.
Restart.
Did it again, Max. No power to you going straight.
Don't listen to him, Max. If you want to do power whatever you want. That's how you learn.
I'm trying to follow the line which has all the colours on it. It
Four.
doesn't say
Anyway,
not
it's
to put
not
crazy.
true. It's not true. You can give it a little bit of power when you're not going straight. Just not too much.
I have restarted the server, so it's possible that setting has reset itself. I can't remember what it is. I think it's FCV.
Oh,
Shauka.
sorry, I'm in the
Guilty,
wrong.
not-
oh, bad.
I'm just being a right rebel on this
Oh
race.
my god, that was an amazing overtake by Rob, followed by big balls up. No.
Yeah,
Who's he?
I clipped him, sorry.
Who's big balls up?
Ah!
Eurotech did a great
Right.
overtake, followed by balls up. And now we are having a problem.
There's so much barges going on. I think we are playing
Fuffle.
carrier command.
What are the flags for then?
Very good. Shalka made it funny, well done, Shalka.
Fucking ignore the flags, shall we?
What flags? My car's not braking properly anymore, Rob. Okay, right, Rob's killed himself, so that's good. Oh no! And you want me to take you, Rob, on a real live racetrack? I think Rob's muted his microphone.
His microphone's crashed. Wonder what he's saying right now. He's probably saying,
Easy left.
I'm not going to do a Rob impression.
Easy left 100, don't cut.
You think he's sitting in the passenger seat?
I was saying,
Ah.
I have bloody muted my microphone, haven't I?
There he is.
He's saying, am I muted?
Yeah, mate.
Rob, that was a spectacular overtake manoeuvre. I'm going to give you a full 10 out of 10. It's a shame you then skidded the car, but you...
I accelerated too soon.
Yeah, but you dove down between everyone, just superb.
I know, I was so happy with that.
You see, just as you can make mistakes and accidentally crash, you can also accidentally do really cool
Be
things.
good.
Yeah. It's very tempting to think it was skill, but I know there's things I've done are completely awesome by mistake in this game.
I do think, though, in this car you have a chance of winning just by driving quite cautiously.
What's the fun in doing that? It's supposed to be a bloody bit of fun.
Cautiously, like 10% this side of the limit, rather than 10% that side of the limit. Because so far, I think everyone's spun out about 4 times.
Eerily accurate number.
At least 4 corners to spin out of.
Turns.
The corners.
That's where you're going wrong. You're taking corners.
But to be fair, this is a road track rather than a racetrack.
Oh, there we go. There's always a reason why everything's wrong.
No, but it might actually be corners. I meant to look that up, actually.
Come on.
Oh, I couldn't drift it. I tried. My car is very knackered after that.
Keep going to the pits because they keep getting damaged.
Pitts, Schmitz.
So it's important to note, Max, the very passive tone with which you said that. Like, damage is crystallizing from the air onto your car. Oh no, I've received damage.
Yes, I've received damage.
It's just turned up.
Wait, that's not how that works?
No.
Sure. It has just turned up. It doesn't happen to me in the real life.
You've never crashed a
It's
car?
refueling me. I want to go. I have to wait for the bloody refuel to finish.
You can change that, by the way. Under
I don't know how much fuel I need. That's the problem.
info, under your setup, you can choose how much fuel it will add. Currently, it
It does
defaults
sometimes annoy me,
30%.
the braking. Is it Wreckfest? And I think SnowRunner, that braking puts you in reverse. But I'd quite like that in this game.
Does it not do that if you're in manual? If you're
No.
not in...
No.
Oh, well, sorry, you might do it in manual.
It
Doesn't do it in
no,
auto.
in auto. Oh, okay. I haven't...
Okay, I'm now driving straight by holding my wheel at 90 degrees to the right, so I have no idea what my tyres are doing.
Squealing.
40?
My wheels look weird to you in this.
So Max, you were 500ths of a second above a 1 minute lap.
Right, is that bad?
500ths of a second would have been better. Then we would all be under a minute lapping.
I'm letting the third down.
Yeah, I've strapped myself into the chair. I'm in VR. I'm cold, and I left the remote control for the AC on the other side of the room.
Drive faster. My lower back is screaming in agony. Let's race!
Wow.
Lumbar
That's
support.
like a 10-second lag on me hitting start versus it saying I press start. Wow.
Oh.
I will say that the things the game thinks are happening from the multiplayer is absolutely hilarious.
Oh yeah, it's just sort of guessing.
Because it makes a lot of assumptions. And those assumptions are absolutely hilarious. I just watched Uatek do a pirouette through the sky.
No, that's pretty much accurate. I just saw what Rob did to me. I think we still need to teach Rob that less is more.
Look, cooking.
Oh, too fast. Yeah, less, Rob, less, that's it. Very good. More, less.
More or less.
I'm overlapping soon.
Oh, yeah, that's scary.
What the hell, Tad?
Remember,
Oh my god.
Tad's having an exciting internet again.
Yes. Glad there's a fire extinguisher in this car.
I ramped you.
I was trying to get back going again, sorry.
But when I let you all past, hold out a little longer for you all to just go.
Let's come on, let's go cause us an upset.
No! Leave me alone!
Well, then get out of the way.
I'll get right on that.
Don't make me...
I probably will.
Oh, that's very tight, shortcut. Oh, he's clear.
Gotta hold the wheel at like 45 degrees to drive straight now.
Can we make this a longer race perhaps rather than doing short races?
No.
Or is that to boost the statistics that we've all got lots of races under our belts?
No, but bear in mind that most of you aren't making it to the end of a race, so...
Well,
Yeah, I don't want long
What?
races.
Stops in.
But what, sorry?
Put
I
those
can never
one
find the
stop in and
pits,
it
so
stops
I
in.
vote no. I vote no because I can never find the pits.
Yeah, okay, I didn't hear what Max said, even though he said it 3 times now. Say it again, Max.
I said you can put forced pit stops in, so at least there's sort of semi-fair.
I would need to look up the command for that. Oh,
Oh, nice.
Wish they'd make it easier to get a pit stop as well. So you stop in the pit
Ah!
stop, nothing happens, then you go forward a little bit.
Well, this track's
Like 2
pit stop
inches,
is
you know,
garbage.
Oh.
yeah.
When you crash, you can mitigate new crashes. It's not a pinball machine.
What, me? I'd barely come to a stop.
Yeah, you're supposed to slam your brakes when you are spinning out on the track.
I've tried to recover and go forwards as quickly as possible.
That's not the procedure.
God almighty, Rob. Just made me fill my pants. So, Izzard won the race. Amazing.
Then it says Tad, 45-second time penalty. Or is that just his latency?
No, that was a speed. That was legit.
Legitimate offence.
But since I've got a speed penalty, they won't fix my car?
Need to get a cushion. I'll be right back.
They will.
Oh, I wasn't actually in the
But
spot.
I think the speed penalty... Does it run concurrently or...
No.
So if you go in there for
I wasn't in the
repairs-
proper spot.
Yeah, you have to be within one of the yellow boxes. It's not very clear because in reality you have a
Yeah.
little bloke with a lollipop that you just drive up to the lollipop.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Lollipop. I'm glad there's a fire extinguisher in this car though.
Oh, my poor bum. Ow. Whoa. What the fuck?
Ow.
I love the idea that a car would spin 100 meters down the road instead of turn into shrapnel.
I can't start my engine, Rob. It's not starting. I've run out of oil. Brilliant.
The engine's still back here where we are.
Yeah, I hope that Beam... I mean, it's a shame that BeamMG has no multiplayer, because that would be fantastic. Because that's somewhere between... That's something like this, but with ultra-realistic physics. But when I see, not the handling model, but you can, like, pull the drivetrain out and it will still go, or bisect your car. Like, the car damage is just amazing, but it's got no multiplayer. What? Okay, I think I'm going to let Rob go first for half a corner. Oh.
I'm overlapping.
Are you gingering up, Adam?
I have some sugar-free ginger hard-boiled sweets that probably aren't hard-boiled at all, because they're sugar-free. And they're really nice. Very, very strong ginger. No sugar, which is obviously good, but I can only have 2 or 3 of them a day, for reasons that I'm not going into in a
Laxative.
teen-rated channel.
Oh no!
Too fast?
I was doing so well.
You were? That was great.
I don't know why I fucked up that last bit.
You
I just couldn't.
felt the pressure.
No, I just braked too late and couldn't slow down enough to turn.
User hasn't exceeded skills. That's what I usually get wrong.
You ran out of talent, as the phrase goes. Wow.
Just at the wrong moment, yeah.
That was very annoying. Shalky, you just took up all the road and I couldn't find a way to get past.
Yeah. I didn't dare
That's
go to the
freezing.
racing line because of squishing.
Yeah, but you were less than a car width from the inside, so I couldn't come past on the inside. So I just had to sort of slow down. Oh, and then you messed the corner up, and so did I.
Is that Newcastle Station?
It's definitely a UK thing. I don't know if you noticed the Odeon and the MHV shop.
The UK
Notice the
Rails
MHV and the High
UK
Street.
traffic lights.
In VH, sorry, yeah. But I don't know where it's based. It's where one of the artists is British.
It's absolutely not based anywhere. It's definitely Newcastle Station, but it's also got other, feelings of London. There's a sign that says London Kendon, so.
Oh! So yeah, that's what the boost gauge is for on this car, because when you've got boost, you'll upset the rear of the car very quickly. If you haven't got boost, you can then put your foot down, like while at an angle. But that's the problem with turbocharged cars, is they are unpredictable levels of acceleration depending on how much boost you've got.
Yeah, you probably get used to it.
Don't play this game with a wheelie chair.
No, we've established this. Try to print some chocks.
Whenever I try and brake, I'm having to pin my leg between the desk and the brake pedal.
You can make the brakes more sensitive, which will help.
I like the way Rob just took off again between second and third place. That feels mean. I'm already at a disadvantage.
Oh, lost too much speed, Joker. Oh, I forgot to change gear. Oh no, I forgot to change gear. Oh, you fuck. I just went first, second, third, fourth. And that put Schalke 300ths of a second in front of me. So that race was lost due to a gear change.
Pick me out.
Gears. It sounded like it was the gear's fault.
Well, no, that was actually very good, Rob. You held your own out front of the pack for a whole lap until you, no, more than that, lap and a half until you.
I mean, I was
went
sorry.
too quick. Go on.
I mean, I was only 3 seconds behind in the end.
I'm gonna make my braking more sensitive because I could have done that if I could have braked harder, but
Yeah.
I started rolling back across the floor.
Yeah. So under your controls, axes/FF, reduce the maximum range on the minimum range on the brake. So
Your clutch pedal as a brake,
Yeah.
which is what I do, and I've also taken the wheels off my chair. That helps a lot as well.
or use the clutch as a brake. That does work too, because of the brake, the clutch is very easy to press.
That's a good idea. Although you know how many times I'm just going to go completely to the wrong place.
Well,
After about 2 laps, you remember, I found.
bear in mind you should be using 2 feet to accelerate and
Keep your
brake,
feet planted.
not
I
one.
should, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
you
not-
put both feet on the accelerator pedal, then you move both feet to the brake pedal. I think that's what it means.
Something like that, yeah.
Oh,
Max,
Did you mean your foot and someone else's foot?
See, Max, when we're not in a race, you don't mess up the corners, do you? I just see you just do a lap, just perfect there. It's those
Where did you say it was? Change my
Keep on the
pedal.
wall.
options, axes/FF. Either change the axes for the brake or increase -1000 to minus.
Axes FF. There we
minus
go.
100, yeah.
Range, yes.
I must, by the way, recommend Joy 2 key, by the way.
Yes, you said.
Yes, it's great.
I don't know why that sort of shit isn't just built into the Logitech profile instead of whatever bollocks they do put in there.
Oh, I didn't even think about using a Logitech.
Oh, it's crap. It's just awful.
Hey, you ruined my donuts.
Oh, is it donuts?
Apple?
Well, now I've been here.
There we go. Let's do that then.
Well, this won't make me feel sick at all.
Have you got your eyes open? Matter.
To be fair, I do get quite an interesting sensation doing donuts with my eyes closed on the motion rig. I can definitely tell something's going on.
Oh, I nearly finished that race as well.
Wait, are we supposed to have been racing with our eyes open? 'Cause
Well, that might explain some of your racing lines, it has to be said. So I should point out this car takes about 4 seconds to build up full boost. So you need to put your foot down at least 4 seconds before the light goes green to accelerate away properly.
did you not straighten your steering wheel again?
Oh, I used the old brake pedal.
Yeah, a couple of laps, you'll get it.
Max, you were doing
Worked out all right though.
You were doing that perfectly when no one was distracting you.
Jalka, we've discussed this.
Oh,
There's good places to overtake and bad places to overtake.
Oh,
It's a bad place.
I think I'm going to say that
It would be
Schalke
nice
was
to
in
know
the
that there
wrong.
was a pile up there.
Yeah, I think Schalke was in the wrong there. That was, but not a cut and dried.
But didn't leave room for inside.
There's really not room to take 2 people into the.
Is that my fault?
Yeah, I just think it's just not a good place to try anything like that. Well, I'm out.
Oh no.
Right, I
We
mean,
want to restart that since that was bad.
I am happy to restart. That was all a bit tits up from everyone. But yeah, I can see you, Rob. I can see you begin to fishtail, and if you take your foot off the accelerator straight away, you'll do fine. Put your foot on the accelerator now, everyone. Get your boost to maximum before the lights go green. Don't think about the poor engine tortured as you do that. Now, can I try and overtake Rob? No, I won't.
Oh, I picked it.
Oh no, you did that so well! Wait, no.
Here comes the lag monster! Ow! He's gonna eat me!
That's everybody on the minimap.
Oh my gosh, what are you all doing here?
Oh, Schalke did not take into the fact. Yeah, it did not take into
No,
account.
I was taking my reaction speed.
No, you didn't take into
Who's not
account.
putting up with that?
No, you didn't take into account the
You have
fact that-
noticed there's more of us racing now, haven't you?
Yeah, Schalke, you didn't take into account the fact that in front of me, Rob was doing slow things, and I had to slow down for him. And then you just
That's going so well.
bonked into me, and then it all went wrong for literally everybody.
That race was going great for me.
Was it?
But fair's fair. Yeah, but fair's fair. I got a restart last time, so. I always feel like I get a kick up the bum about 5 seconds into the race with this car.
So that corner
don't know
line
why.
under the bridge, I recommend you lift off for that one. Don't put your foot on it, or you'll do what Max did, and then you'll do what Rob did.
I've managed it every time without fail, thank you very much.
Well, that's not true, is
Somebody's
it?
booted me in the arse.
No, you were in front. I can see you just maybe you were a little bit further to the left than normal, a little bit further to the right, but you can accelerate through it, but it's on the cusp of the car's handling. Though of course it is faster if you can manage it.
But now it's going to the pits. So I don't want nobody else goes to the pits after getting damaged.
Because only if it's
No,
I'm not a
Ward.
qualified mechanic.
does the car drive in a straight line? Does it brake? Does it go forwards? Don't go in the pits.
I'm going to go in the pits.
But if your car's a little bit knackered, you'll lose way more time going into the pits than you will just limping through like a rat.
Damaged front right front.
Yeah, but that's possibly just cosmetic.
I can't tell.
Yeah, that's
Doesn't
why.
tell me how damaged it is.
Well, no, it would do. That's why you just drive it and
Major
go,
damage.
oh shit, it's fucked. But to be fair, you did hit the wall at about 170 miles an hour or something. I can imagine it probably was quite severe.
I want to go now. I can't wait for refueling.
I told you where you changed that.
Yeah, I'm not going to start fiddling with that. I'll do it for every single car I go in to make it a thing I can change.
No.
Oh,
And you're getting it wrong.
Schalke oversteered. Izzard took the brunt.
I think you'll find the past tense of steer is store.
Oh, okay. Schalke overstore. Not sure it is, you know. Now here's a question. Do cycle lanes have more or less grip than regular tarmac? I'm pretty sure that's the cycle lane on the inside of that hairpin.
more or less what?
Grip.
Rip.
I'm gonna go with less.
Sorry, Tad. Cycle lanes are things for like these pedestrian-powered vehicles that we get in other countries.
Now you're going to have to tell him what a pedestrian is.
Oh, those things.
It's not
that,
someone on a bike.
They're those things that sue you if you ram them.
They don't sue you if you ran them hard
No,
enough.
I've driven on army base enough. They take pedestrians very seriously there.
Well,
like
not if they're
free
American
roads?
and in Britain, apparently.
Oh, ho, ho.
What?
The lady who ran over someone and then
I hope that lady does get extradited. That's some bullshit.
Well, she fucked
Yeah.
about the country. They told her she didn't have diplomatic immunity after all. And secondly, that's not what diplomatic immunity is for. Outside of, fucking
Yeah.
lethal weapon.
No, it's not.
Oh, Libya teaches us
What was
that
it?
diplomatic
Which one of your
immunity is for
princes ran off
shooting-
to
is
hide
for
behind
killing
mommy
people.
while the U.S.
Oh,
That wasn't
Andrew.
my best.
Oh my
one,
God.
was it, Schalke?
I've seen clips of Prince Andrew's interview. It's amazing. It's like he's never had to deal with anyone. He's never lied before. to people, and it's like, dude, you're not even the best liar. Oh, where did you go with your family? I couldn't have been at the paedophiles meeting. I went to Pizza Express with my family. And he's like, Pizza Express? He's like, yes, we go there often in Woking. And he's like, what time did you finish? And it's like, turned out to be 20 minutes from the paedophile's house. But yeah, I couldn't have been...
How does anybody know what time they'd finished? No one knows that.
It didn't take that long to work out he'd never lied before, because the short version was like, Prince Andrew, can you sweat? No.
Yes, I have a medical condition, I can't sweat. Like, what?
Really? You've already started digging yourself into a hole.
To be fair, you really want to be surrounded by people who haven't lied before, rather than people who are really good at it.
Well, depends what your job is.
Yeah.
At MI5, probably not.
That's true, too.
Oh, good corner, man.
Interrogator at MI5.
But at the same time,
probably
it was
do.
funny. He ran off while America's trying to serve him a summons.
Oh, good luck
He's
with
like,
that.
nope, I'm hiding in Scotland. Bye.
Summoning
Get
a
paid
member...
to talk to lying people.
Summoning a member of another country's royal family to appear in court. That's never going to happen, ever.
Isn't it a civil summons, though? It's not a criminal summons.
Then he can tell them to fuck off.
Yeah, that's the weird
Yeah,
thing.
it
Why
would
is
be.
it a civil summons? If it's a criminal thing he's being prosecuted with, why isn't it a criminal summons?
Epstein didn't kill himself.
So they're fact-finding now. They want to find out who they need to actually nail to the wall. They know this guy's not...
Yeah.
He's in trouble, but he's not the problem.
No, he's only in trouble in reputationally, because I think, in fact, he probably has told them to fuck off, and it's just the media making it seem like he's still in peril.
Will you be watching the boxing match this weekend, Tad? Famous big boxing match going off? I want to say Floyd Mayweather, but I can't remember who it is. For only $50
Anyway,
extra.
while we talk about
I don't
boxing,
know.
I'm going to say
I don't-
goodnight.
I
So,
I will.
that was good fun.
I will talk to you tomorrow. I'm
Good
sure
evening.
of it.
Yeah. Oh, I've done the
Have a good night.
automatic realm list generation.
Sweet.
All right.
See you later.
But yeah, there's a boxing match going on pay-per-view. But for only $50 extra, you can have it narrated by Trump. And I'm not joking. That's a thing.
That's amazing.
Does Rob hate boxing?
No, I just think
But someone's gonna put it on freaking Twitch and pretend they're playing UFC 2020 on it,
that was
which
brilliant.
is the funniest thing. Mad props to the guy for entrepreneurship.
Yeah, he didn't get away with it, though, did he?
It's just being smart. That's awesome. He got away for it for the stream, which was all that really matters.
Until he gets himself...
But after the fact, he gets in trouble, sure. But it's too late. It's already done. Like, what are you gonna do?
So then we put in...
Yeah,
Oh.
the thing about copyright
Yeah,
infringement,
but you
Tad,
can't.
is it's not about...
You can't undo it.
Yeah, but the thing about copyright infringement, it's not about catching you whilst you're doing it, it's proving that you did do it. Come on, Max, fuck up.
Well, it's not a question of yeah, he did it, but at the same time, you can't take it back.
Yeah,
like
but-
people got to watch the live
But you can
because
take him to
dude
court
was
for copyright infringement.
being smart.
You can forfeit the money, even if you can't undo it.
No, but he's more likely...
Yeah, that should be the title. It's just like, please donate to my future court battles.
Yeah, but what was that? The RIAA
You'd probably
took
get a
that
lot of
girl
money
to
for that,
court
too.
for like $50 million or something. They threw the book at her, going, "We are allowed to." Ooh, good laps, Jacks.
Who?
Max. I've been following Max for 2 laps now, waiting for him to fuck up, and he hasn't. He will. I just have to wait for him to get excited and over-accelerate out of the corner.
For Max. This is psychological warfare you're doing right now.
yeah, it is. I can just sing a song. Burr, 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 beep, 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 burr, 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 burr,
Oh,
burr,
he's playing the
burr.
tuba song.
What? It's Colonel Bogey. That's like literally a British something like that. Oh.
No, I'm talking about the song that's on Family Guy. Stewie was chasing around fat people playing a tuba.
Ah. Sorry, Max, I did not mean to hit you there. I slid.
Sorry.
Could be.
Rammer.
50 extra bucks to get narrated by Trump. That's amazing.
I-
He's doing what is it called? Rallies again. I'm like, is he going for the 2024 for real? Like what?
I'm sure he wants to. Doesn't have his wife's backing this time.
I kind of hope he
Better,
does.
he's just talking to the people again.
So part of the reason Brexit happened is on one side you had, let's not leave, it's a bad idea, and on the other side you had, I want to leave because I don't
No!
want to be a kid, I want to leave
Oh my
because of
God.
racism, I want to leave because of immigration, I want to leave because of patriotism. So you had many people wanting to leave for completely different reasons. So if Trump does run this time, it will split the GOP quite a lot. Because the people will vote for him and people vote because of Republicans. So it's probably a good thing, given I've seen what your country's doing to itself right now.
Okay, you just being kind to me, or are you just trying to avoid crashing? Bit
I'm
both.
trying to freeze on the ramming.
Yeah.
Next time I watch some footage of people driving race cars, I want to see how much looking around they actually do. Because I overtook
Very
Max,
little.
but not by very much. And I looked all the way behind me trying to find where he was, so I didn't end up ramming him. And it's quite hard to go around a corner and look without veering the way you're looking.
Yeah. Chap was very close behind me. A lot of that.
Yeah, I got stuck. Well, I say stuck behind Max. I was 2.5 laps just there. Max was didn't screw it up. Didn't go slow enough so I could overtake.
Aw.
No, that's good. And wait, how come your best lap was 4 minutes? Oh, because you went back to the pits rather than. Yes, I can't see what your best lap was, but it was definitely under 50.
I was on my roof.
Oh.
Yes. Irrecoverable.
Well, it's better than me being on my side right now.
There is a reset car option, but I don't know what it does.
Didn't you ban it?
I don't know. Yeah, so I won't be here for Friday or Saturday as I have small children visiting me, so feel free to find out how buggy the new patch of Bug Runner is. Snow Runner.
You're a name.
See what you did there.
These cars do not have anti-lock brakes, by the way, so bear that in mind when choosing how hard to push the stoppy pedal. Whoa! That's quite hard, Max.
I'm crashing in an inconvenient place.
Oh no.
Oh, I span it, Schalke span it, and Max is fucking off.
Caught up with y'all again.
I didn't dodge.
So I think a full pack of this game's 48 cars. I'd love to see the first person screw up the chicane at that 47 car pileup.
The chaos. The absolute chaos.
Yeah, I don't think this game would model the collision very accurately. Probably just throw random numbers at it.
The thing is, it's extremely hard to model client-to-client interaction without a client-server system, which introduces its own set of issues. Like, I think this game does as well as almost any game, really, with that. I mean, Wreckfest has got pretty good collision, but fundamentally the cars are very slow compared to this.
Yeah, although I still say, I still hold up like Rocket League as a kind of
Yes.
golden boy there, because you don't see the kind of futzing, and even when you have multiple cars coming together in Rocket League, it still looks plausible.
Yeah.
Well, in the Rocket League universe, I mean.
To be fair with Rocket League, you don't tend to get large car pileups, and
And you can blow each other up.
yes, but yeah, Rocket League's simulation and
Only
networking
if you're
is
turboing.
superb. It
You're not
really
going that
is.
fast.
Well, you might not have.
For yourself. Yeah, you can only blow people up if you're boosting.
I did not know that. I think I just boost as much as I can.
Yeah, if you're trying to drive at someone to blow them up, you're generally boosting when you do it. But that might explain why you're confused why it didn't sometimes.
Yes.
I always save a little bit of boost.
Just
It's
for
only
the
to
moment.
get all revengeful.
I really hope that Rocket League eventually does what Fortnite does and go, look, now we've got a racing game or a Carmageddon style mode, and you can use all the cosmetics and cars you've unlocked in the football mode, soccer. So I am quite looking forward to the Fortnite survival mode, and I do plan to try it out with the skins that I have for Fortnite. And we'll see how
You have
that goes.
skins for Fortnite?
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
I don't care about stuff for cosmetics for Rocket League. Quite frankly, that game was complete as soon as I got my BTTF DeLorean.
Yes, I've got that one. I've also got Knight Rider. And the Ecto one. I literally just logged on, bought Knight Rider, I had my £4. You have earned it with all of the time I put into it, and logged off again.
Got a Jurassic Park tour vehicle as well.
I
I'm
didn't.
quite fond
I
of.
meant to log on for that one, and I didn't.
Nice.
But it's a great game, split screen 4-way as well.
Like GoldenEye.
No, GoldenEye is an atrocious game.
You wash your mouth out.
When was the last time you played it?
22 years ago.
We've got a N64 at the arcade on a 32-inch TV. Might be 30. It's it's huge and it's bloody awful. Oh my word! Like I can close my eyes and I can see GoldenEye. I can picture it. And then you watch it and you're like, where's all the frame rate and the texture's gone? Like in my mind's eye, they're all there. Oh no! What happened to you, Max? You were just
I'm
behind me.
Yeah.
Oh,
Have a
did-
change of course.
Sure. What would you like?
I
I mean, the two that we do that we're familiar with are Blackwood and the one by the beach.
Can we do the motocross one for a few laps?
Sure. Yeah, we can try that one. See how my stomach does. We're awful at that, but yeah, okay. If you
I know I am.
I will put it to the 4-wheel drive cars. But you need to end race so I can go back to the there we go. Okay, so you want there are a few autocross tracks, but you want the one that we've done.
Don't mind. Okay.
Rally-
No,
right.
or do one we've never done.
To be honest, I think we struggle even on this one. And I'll put us in the RB4. Bear in mind, you would want to choose the rallycross setup, not the hard track setup. I'd say for obvious reasons. That gives you knobbly tyres. Okay.
Still choose any car. What car
Zerd.
should I be choosing?
You should... No, you can't. The moment the race starts, you get kicked. You can only choose the RB4.
Third row, fourth column.
RB4.
That first, second row. I think it's one down, one across.
Oh, that's not right. It's telling me my old car,
Ron,
my current car.
You're
Sorry,
saying different
ignore
cars.
The
Yes,
RB4.
not my-
RB4.
That's first column, second row down.
Why is that the back of the graphics on my car? It's upside down.
But yeah, I
Well-
can't. All I can do is I can remove you all from the grid, like that. Now, at this point, you'll be forced into my
Okay.
car.
Yeah, and that says in use. Yeah.
Yeah, now you'll be forced in. Oh, this isn't. But yeah, we'll
This
wait.
map.
We'll wait
Oh,
for you to
boy.
come. We'll wait for you to come back in. So we've got 4. Oh, I like your skin there, Max. Okay,
Apart from this bugger at the back. Yeah.
it is. Yes. Oh well, if we're ready, then if we line up on the start grid. So yeah, lots of oversteer, lots of revs.
Lots of crashes.
I like the 3 abreast thing though on this layout.
Your skin looks familiar.
Thank you. That's my car.
I know.
Whoa.
Good start, Adam.
Tad, you're better off just not accelerating. You literally just ploughed into Max.
No, we're going this way though. Oh, enough of that.
Well, no, Max. Tad is having problems seeing you. Was trying to get out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tad, you're better off just driving forward slowly and being predictable with your dodge, rather than swerving to the right without looking. Oh wow, these tires suck ass on the dirt, on the tarmac.
Wondered why that was cars with rally track setups.
For the rallycross.
Seems pretty gentle. The car is a bit slow.
I think it's safe to say, Shaka, that you're slow, and you could probably have done that 10 times faster if you were any good. So if you can just get back here, that'd be great.
Oh yeah.
This made you laugh. I got an email from System Active today saying I could get a Reverb G2 with the £50 discount.
Yes, I got that one too. Like, I'm on your mailing list, aren't I?
Why are you offering me to buy another one?
Because you're on their mailing list. Bear in mind, System Active primarily sell to business customers, not home. Like they do,
right.
they do like warehouse-based VR gaming events and stuff.
Oh, weird. Right, well, I've had a busy day, son.
All right. Well, I'll see you Sunday night.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm going to the cinema in the middle of the day tomorrow when it will be empty. I also discovered that my local cinema, my localist cinema, has a Screen X, and I've not heard of Screen X before, but it's 270-degree cinema screen. So using 3 screens and 3 projectors. I was like, ooh. And the new Spider-Man film and Top Gun have sequences.
So widescreen projecting.
Yeah, like really widescreen. But I have a sneaky suspicion that the cinemas are beginning to struggle against the sheer size of home TVs and home cinema setups. Like what I've got's pretty good. Like The Mandalorian felt like I was at the cinema. It was really good. But I can't compete with 270 degrees.
Yet.
Well, I could do, but I'm probably not going to.
Is that Tad?
I cannot get enough
Probably.
oversteer
Doing
on this.
questionable, weird things.
So this is why I don't like
Wait a
dirt
minute,
rally.
Tad, how are you recovering
Can't
so
keep
quickly?
meeting like this.
Look, Tad, that's like the first time I drove past you because you were on your side, and then moments later you were driving behind me again. Now you just went careening off because you didn't turn at all, and yet again you're right behind me. So what's going on? I smell a rat. Are you resetting your car?
I smell a packet loss.
Are you?
No.
Yes, then.
I've already sent myself back to the pits once because I was on my side. Maybe you're just driving super slow.
Yes.
Like, I'm not part of this race, so I'm just throwing my car around.
Yeah, this is a lousy setup. Like I'm getting about halfway up 4th gear. I should probably be driving it one-handed and use the handbrake, but then I struggle to change gear.
Oh man, how much is your chair throwing you around with this off-roading?
Lots. If I was doing more than 30 miles an hour, probably even more. Well, that's very consistent of you, Schalke. You were like 0.01 seconds faster.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because I'm taking new drive lines.
I am catching you now, but not by any sort of appreciable amount. So I take this corner properly. That's better.
Shave 12 seconds off my time.
Nope. See, I've never been able to drift in games, and I haven't suddenly learned the ability. Or reality. It's easier in reality, if anything, though.
Yeah.
It's a really bumpy road.
You've no idea. Trust me. I think it's safe to say that's beyond all of our skill levels, except for maybe Schalke.
I've been alright. I haven't even spun out. I've just been a bit slow.
I rest my case.
Well, I don't know. I haven't tried to go so fast that I haven't really tested myself yet. I don't really want to go any faster.
Yeah.
A minute
He
slower.
sees me keep being upside down, so he doesn't go as fast.
Well, you're 11 seconds slower than Schalke. Did you want to do it again? I'm happy to do a little bit of learning. I don't know how much of it I can do, though, that's all.
Fair enough. Give it one last go. Try something else. Sorry, Shulker.
No, you're fine. No.
Well, God, you're an absolute pain in the ass.
So I'm assuming, then, we're using rallycross rules, then, rather than road rules.
What are the differences for those?
Rallycross, you're quite expected to bonk into other people because you really don't have that much control over your vehicle. Like, you try not to, obviously, because it's not Destruction Derby.
But it kinda is. I always wondered what the extra spots to turn off were on this racetrack, so that's cool
yes.
that we get to see this part.
Yeah, there are a couple of other rallycrosses. They're just so hard. Like, off-road driving is so much harder than on-road. Especially on a steering wheel, because I have to
Slower.
really flick the steering wheel left and right an awful lot. I've seen real rally drivers, they really move it around.
Yeah.
I feel like I want to fix this car's forward rear balance that I want lots more on the front. I can't oversteer. Oh, except sometimes when I go too much.
Okay. Probably.
I'm getting the handbrake to make oversteer happen.
Yeah, unfortunately, because I'm using flappy paddles, that's really tricky for me to do. Because to handbrake, I've got to put my hand over on the handbrake. Whereas to change gears, like down, I have to have my left hand on the thing. Like a real rally car has a sequential shifter on a stick next to the handbrake, so you can do both. I've said this before many times though. The setup I've got doesn't make me any
For
better.
an upgrade?
Just makes me feel cooler.
Eh.
I'm not buying a £500 hardware
Wow.
upgrade just in order to make going around one track slightly less hard.
No, that didn't sound completely convincing to me. I think you might.
Nah, that's not the next upgrade. I want to get the 6-DOF upgrade next.
Oh.
I may or may not do, depending on how my money feels. That then means when I go up and down, the rig will actually go up and down, and the rig will actually slide left and right.
Yeah, I'd get that for you. Sounds fun.
So it's when you use that list, you realise how good people like Ken Block and Colin McRae really were. Like, it's just so difficult to do this sort of stuff. What was that famous Finnish rally driver? Not Fittipaldi. Nicky Lauda?
There are multiple.
No, it's a really famous one that I've forgotten.
Not that famous then.
I've wrecked my clutch. Are you serious?
How far from the finish line are you?
A lap and a half.
Aw.
Yes, but like, you wouldn't have a clutch that you can burn out in, what, 6 miles on a rally car?
Räikkönen does formulas.
Oh, Kimi Räikkönen. Yes, I think he also does rally driving though.
Yeah, but he's not like the famous level, or he's like more known for the formula stuff.
Yes. Yeah, there's been quite a number of rally drivers. I mean, hence why you call it the Scandinavian flick. Oh, yeah, see, I've ruined my clutch going up and down hills. Yeah, if you do it slow and steady, Si, you should just overtake me. I'm now down to about 20 miles an hour.
No.
10. This is as much as I can get out without slipping. But this is what I'm trying to get through to max. Like, you can't just give up and go back to the pits. You nurse your car through and hope that other people mess up more than you did. Oh no, let's go, that's it, there's no clutch left. No, I can't go.
Burning smell.
Yeah, I can't move it anymore. Tad, I haven't had a packet from you in 200 seconds.
Not surprising.
Well, it is surprising.
Was that when I was passing you?
No,
So you're still talking to us.
Yeah, because you're still talking to us. So why can't you talk to the Live for Speed server, but you can talk to us just fine?
Because Discord's super powered.
Well, no, I mean, I haven't had a...
And I don't even have nitro.
I haven't had a single packet from you in 225 seconds.
Oh, bum. Third place.
You beat me.
Yep. Because I'm a better driver. As this race proves.
Let's go to Fern Bay. At some point, we should do one of the long Fern Bay.
With a different car.
Nah, let's just keep it on the same one for the moment. Warning, rallycross tyres. Okay, not anymore. Let me just double check the tyres.
With the rally?
No, not with the rally. Definitely not choose the rally course.
We should drive this setup and this car around the default map.
Oh, what, round
That'd be
Blackwood?
funny. Yeah.
We can do that next. You don't mean with rallycross tyres. You
Oh, he left.
You don't. It would just.
Oh.
I did mean that.
It would just spin out
So,
horribly.
are we leaving this on rallycross?
Don't
then,
do
or-
that.
No. Put it on
Hard track.
hard track. Yeah.
Ugh.
I was like, and we're just waiting for me.
Oh, this map.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
In a heavy but four-wheel drive car.
What brakes has it got?
4-pot discs front and rear. Actually, probably not. My Impreza's got 4-pot front and 2-pot rears, so. Does that answer your question?
But it's got anti-lock brakes. So it's fine.
It does. It's better.
Well,
than
I
mine.
wasn't expecting your Impreza to form part of the answer,
Oh.
but I also wasn't surprised.
Well, this is basically the Impreza. This is half Impreza, half RB4, half Celica GT4, and they are same year or very close. WRC cars. This doesn't have a throttle cut, so I had to take my foot off the accelerator when I change. That was what my mistake was. I mean, I'd like to try, but only on somebody else's clutch, how long you can drive a car without taking your foot off the accelerator when changing gear before you burn out the clutch. I'm pretty sure it's more than 3 laps.
I think we're doing 5.
Yeah, but
Bring me.
I burned the clutch out in 3 laps on that
I
last track.
got inappropriately.
Ah.
I might not be the main reason, but I'm a reason, and that's bad enough.
Both of you gave me a love tap.
We can't. Dad, you haven't sent me any packets this whole race. You're still on the start line.
Oh dear.
Like literally 0.
What?
But you're on Discord fine, so I am confused why that is. Why that is.
Well, my
the case.
best guess is that he gets big, like, dropouts, which Discord handles absolutely fine, probably because it's when he's not speaking, whereas this
Yeah.
game just halves when it gets a big dropout, or it actually times out or something.
That's true.
It might be that it's just building up a bigger and bigger and bigger backlog, so it's just continually throwing away out-of-date packets. But no packing
Well, but that, yeah,
4 minutes.
but the
seems
thing is that
unlikely.
it's not like his responses on VoIP get further and further behind as well, is it?
No, but when he's not saying anything, he's not transmitting.
Would it? No.
Like a Two Ronnies sketch where he's answering the question
Just gives it time to get through the backlog.
or the current question. Talk over me!
Why would I want to talk over you? But but for me to be talking over you, you would also need to be talking.
Yeah. Latency.
I found a flaw in your master plan. Oh, now we're talking over top of each other.
You do it quite a lot, Tad.
It's
but
like satellite
just-
delay.
You do it quite a lot, Tad, just because of your massive delay.
Check out that Two Ronnies sketch. It's very clever.
Was it on Mastermind? wasn't he?
Yeah, well, yeah, there is a Mastermind one. I wonder if they've done it more than once. But yeah, you're right. I think that is the setup for it. Very clever. Yes,
Jumping
yes, I have
steadily,
met Ronnie
doing
Corbett.
great
I know you
things.
wanted me to say that.
Well, it's not half the money it used to be.
Who?
Ronnie Corbett, a
What?
British comedian.
How dare you? You don't who Ronnie Corbett. You
You go,
quietly shuffle off and research and come back.
Mr. Corbett, sir, from Kettering. Born
Sorry,
1932.
American here.
Yeah, it's from he was half of a British comedy duo called the Two Ronnies.
Never guess what the other guy's name was.
What was the TV show he was in?
Sorry?
Fred.
That was it.
Sorry?
Yes, I got the joke and I remembered it when you said it. Is that the one where
Sorry?
one episode he wished he'd never been born, so they got rid of his belly button? I remember
I
that.
don't remember that.
I remember that for some weird reason.
Oh no, that's just made me remember something. I don't even know what it was. Something could have even been a book where someone realises their belly button is hexagonal.
What, were they a robot?
I can't quite remember the setup of it. It might just be a joke that my dad told. Waking up one day and realising your belly button is hexagonal, wondering what the hell to do. So doing the only thing that comes naturally, going, fetching an Allen key, turning it, then your bum falls off.
I think that's going to be a dad joke. I'm getting that sort of.
Yeah. And my dad was an engineer, so. What am I doing here? Left the map. I just kind of drove up the bank.
Booted our body.
Parked.
Oh, Schalke demolished all of us.
How rude.
How rude.
He does that.
I have my niece and my nephew over this weekend. Any suggestions on films they haven't seen in the cinema that we should watch?
Right?
All that's on
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
No, they're 10 and 13. So no.
I didn't join. I've got a joining timeout thing.
Oh.
I'm not even in the right car. What's going on?
Oh, that might be way ahead.
The only car available to me is
XF.
XFR.
Oh, XFR, yeah.
Oh, you did join?
Yeah. Yes. So another question. So we were looking to watch The Mummy this weekend, which I haven't seen in many years, and I seem to recall is a good film. I'm not sure because I've not seen it in quite a lot of years. But I can buy it on Blu-ray for a £5, or I can buy it
on YouTube,
or I can buy it on 4K for £22. I'm like, But then I thought, I'll just buy it digitally.
Wow.
But where would you buy it digitally? I mean, I guess you've already answered your question, which is YouTube.
I never have before, but I just figured it would be there.
Well, my whole UV collection was moved
I bought
onto
the
YouTube.
whole thing of Faulty Towers.
My whole UV collection was moved onto YouTube, so I do already have quite a lot of films on YouTube. But the thing
Actually,
is,
conversing whilst making racing noises.
it's weird. It's £4 for the HD version on Amazon, or £4 for the SD version on Amazon. I'm like, what? But the thing is, I've no idea which service gives you the better video quality.
I'm sure there's not much in it. You'll stop caring if it's a good film.
I'm sure someone's done a study.
I couldn't find the information, just what bitrate you should upload your stuff at. But yeah, I think
I like the HDR stuff on YouTube. The 60 frames per second HDR 4K stuff looks really cool.
well, there aren't any films like that, surely.
I don't think so. I've never looked really. I only ever watched clips and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'll probably get the Mummy on YouTube just to see how it is. Cause I've not bought a film. I said all my digital films, which I had fucking dozens, all got transferred onto YouTube because Ultraviolet got just dropped by all the studios because they're all money grabbing fucks.
So yeah, I don't know if there are any films like that or not. But why do you say that with such certainty?
Well, I only
There's
know.
movie trailers and clips, and there's a whole several-minute segment of what's that Will Smith film?
Gemini Man.
Gemini Man.
Yeah, Gemini Man's the only film I know of above 45 frames a second. And it was at 120.
Oh, I see.
And it was really good. I loved it at 120.
What were the Peter Jackson films? Were they
48.
not more than 40? What, 48?
48, yeah.
I haven't tried.
Oh, I thought you went higher than that.
No.
But they didn't do that for the whole movie. Apparently,
Yeah.
it was very jarring.
Well, yes, they did. Yeah, absolutely. The whole thing was it's what's called HFR, high frame rate. It's 48 frames a second, and The Hobbit. You were not allowed to show The Hobbit unless at least one of the cinemas screens in your cinema was upgraded to HFR. So nearly every cinema in the UK has one HFR capable projector.
Reminds me of when I went to see Transformers at the IMAX, and it was one of the worst cinema experiences ever.
Really?
Yeah?
Why so?
Fucking awful. Well, for one thing, not all of the film was in IMAX, so it was
correct.
just switching in and out of. And then the transformations were just awful. They're just like having your head inside a blender.
It's interesting. I was actually talking about that earlier today, because I found very jarring about Transformers on IMAX is the 4:3 sequences were jaw-dropping, absolutely amazing, super high def, super crisp IMAX clarity, and then they would cut. And one of them, it cut from Optimus Prime standing full height at the effective 8K IMAX resolution to fucking stock footage at 16:9 and things taking off from an aircraft carrier, and it was like you just went from Blu-ray back to VHS.
Yeah, and one thing, and it just completely breaks the suspension of disbelief. You're suddenly like, I am in a cinema.
Yeah. So if you do have the appropriate setup, The Mandalorian uses similar letterboxing tricks, but it does them so well. So the bit where the Sarlacc jumps towards the camera.
Got Disney money behind it.
The bit where the Sarlacc jumps towards the camera, it transitions during that jump from 16:9 to 4:3, and it is so good the way they did it. I didn't even notice. I was just like, why is it 4:3? But I watched it back, and it's a beautiful, beautiful bit of moment. And it's weird because it's a cinema thing, and they did it, for home streaming. But it was so good.
I quite liked the DeLorean. I only have two complaints. One is that I found the music motif just too repetitious. Got sick to death of it. Mm-hmm. And the second thing is that I had to stop fancying Gina what's-her-face, because it turns out she's a knob.
She is a knob, yes, sadly. It was alright. Yes, my mum should be up to visit in a couple of months, and I said I'm going to just basically sit her in front of The Mandalorian with some popcorn and some coffee, and then say, I'll see you at the end of season 1, we shall discuss the motifs, and then we shall watch season 2. She hasn't seen it yet, and you can't buy it on DVD, or I'll just buy it on DVD and send it to her. Mother does not have internet, so.
So,
welcome back, Dad.
I didn't do anything. Weird. This thing is really hitting my internet hard.
Is it your family? But like, even in my
I'm sure
house,
they're not helping. No.
I do have semi-decent internet in my house, but in my house, if my Xbox decides to update a 30 gigabyte game, I feel it. My whole internet is horrible until it's done. And now taking into account, I have 3 Xboxes in this house connected to the internet, and when a game patches, it can definitely knock my internet down for a while.
Oh, it's doing it 3 times at once.
Yes.
It's a shame you can't network the hard drives together.
It can, yeah, it can. It does that, but it doesn't do it as small. Hey, Sai, hold on. You right there, Shauka?
It's hard to recover from this.
That was brilliant. Oh, Si, you didn't stop to gawp.
No, I'm not falling for that.
Car reset is not allowed on this server.
What's not allowed?
Car reset.
Ah.
That's race over, then, is it?
If you roll your car, it generally is, so that's fair, really.
You can go in the pits, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a restart of your race, though.
Stupid game.
I think I'm gonna watch a little bit.
Uh-oh.
He's gonna what?
Watch.
Watch us. Get good shots for YouTube.
Watched. We'll do that anyway. No! Tires!
Oh, yes.
This way I can
Whoa.
give immediate feedback on who is doing what.
I'm doing it wrong. Yeah, messed that up well and truly. A new personal best by Si of... Whoa, Tad.
What?
Tad just did it.
I didn't look. That was my fault. But I also don't think I got enough packets to be able to see where you were to make a better judgment call either. So,
Yeah, you got personal best there, Si. 1/100th of a second quicker.
Oh, every little counts. This is the bit I have trouble with. Oh, the wall slows me down.
Good.
Exactly what I did last time. That's okay. Hopefully, what happened last time happens again. No! What did you do?
The race is over. That's the last lap.
Oh.
Well, I pulled the handbrake, is the answer to your question. Yeah, you were 12/100th of a second behind me. Oh. So yeah, on the way into the one of the sharp right-handers, you keep braking on the corner. I could just see your car starting to get more than a little squirrely.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, that's alright. I'm only 12/100th of a second slower than you.
That's because I can put it into a wall.
Doesn't matter. That's the overall result. Oi.
That was ramming.
Not allowed to drive into the back of me.
Not allowed to brake maliciously.
I didn't brake maliciously.
You
I'm
have
at
to
the
keep
front.
the reaction buffer.
No. That is not a thing. I will send you thousands of hours of motorsport racing. No one needs a gap big enough to react into.
GT4.
I wasn't braking maliciously. I was just trying to drive carefully.
You have to account that the forward can make errors. You are not allowed to be so close that the forward needs to be perfect.
You kind of have to rely on the person in front not fucking up.
Yeah, well, I didn't. You went into the back of me.
brake checking is 100% frowned upon in racing.
Yeah.
Well,
No
they
one was
don't-
brake checking me. There was a corner.
Everywhere,
I slowed
honestly.
down for a corner.
Yeah, if you brake check in a race, you're just going to... Yeah, 'cause they've got no brake lights.
Yeah, but not everybody can take the corner identically. And those who started slow will like seem to others as if brake checking.
They
I mean-
practice till they do.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, in reality, you do a qualifying, so your starting grid is more or less an order of competence, and you would assume the person in front of you is slightly better than you.
Well,
then-
I'll say this. If you don't like the way I brake, don't be behind me. Be in front of me.
Well, okay. That seems like a good plan. I like it.
Yeah, when people are far away, there's no chance they're gonna interact. So.
Aww.
Oh, what? Ugh.
There was a wheel or like tires.
No, I think I put a wheel onto the chicane, spun it. Chicane onto the rumble strips. Now, what do you call the blue and white bricks at the edge of the road?
For the racetrack or in real life?
Yeah, on the racetrack. I keep calling it chicane. I know it's not.
Urge.
We know what you're
Something like
talking
that?
about. I don't know if it does have a word, or if it does, I don't know it.
Well, then how would they install it? If they instruct someone to install the what? When you're designing it, how
I'm
would
sure
you
it
know?
has a name. I don't know it.
That's not good enough. You're fired.
No job.
That's fine. It'd probably just get called the rumbly bit.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I refuse to believe that race drivers call it the rumbly bit.
If for no other reason that the computer scientists will harass them if they do.
Stop driving on the rumbly bits! I mean, I have a rumbly bit in my car, but that's at the back and there's a hole in it to let the exhaust gases out. Oh yes, I had to take my car in for service and MOT next week, so wish my old girl a little bit of luck. 23 years old now.
you take such good care of it? It should be fine.
I barely drive it, yeah.
Just think, you could have an alcohol fueled car and have all the headaches that go with that instead.
I mean, a lot of cars run on E85. We can't get it in this country. I've checked. Like,
really?
Yeah, you can't get E85. The highest we go is E10. I can buy E85, but I have to buy it in 100-gallon drums. I'm like, yeah, no. Bear in mind, I mean, this is why I always laugh at the twats on every fucking EV post. Oh, fuel efficiency range. Like, at best, I get 225 miles to tank on the Impreza. That's granny driving down the motorway. Like, realistic.
tank?
Huh? 78
How big's
litres,
the
I
tank?
think.
That's pretty good.
It's, I mean, under ideal driving conditions, I'll get 25 to 28 miles to the gallon. Like, under extreme driving conditions, I get closer to 7. So, the concept of putting E85 in and ruining my range but getting a whole shit ton more horsepower is fine.
When was the last time you changed your fuel filter?
Pretty bang on a year ago. Every time I get it serviced.
Oh, very good. I did it exactly once in my last car and made an amazing difference. But that was the first time I'd done it that car.
If I'm driving the car heavily, I'll get it serviced twice a year. If I'm driving it lightly, just once a year. But every year, without exception. Okay, the hand's upside down. That solves all our issues.
Not upside down. No. But I'm behind you all now, so that does solve your problems. I'd love to see this thing with rally tires.
Yeah, no, it's the same thing with the motorbikes. Change the oil filter every single year without fail. And in the Impreza, I used to change the spark plugs every 2 years, but that is overkill.
Okay, that's it.
You get the iridium spark plugs?
No, I just changed them a lot. Just got cheap ones and changed it every single time. But on a motorbike, the engine oil is used as part of the gearbox. So you got to change. You have to change the engine oil on that one, and you know when it's time to change the engine oil because it stops changing gear properly.
Yes.
I haven't heard anything back from my accountant, by the way, but I've now spec'd out, to the best of my knowledge, pretty much every single electric car on the market. And honestly, if you're not prepared to spend a shit ton of money, get a Skoda or a Volvo. It's not even funny how much cheaper those cars are than the other ones. Skoda, yeah. Of all the cars I've driven in the last 4 years that have thoroughly impressed me, and I've driven Mercedes, BMWs, Fords, the Skoda Octavia I drove was absolutely amazing. Could not believe
And that was our
Skoda was good.
patrol cars for years.
Yeah,
Before we changed to Ford Focuses.
Really? Why?
Yeah. That's just the case. It's probably just a purely economical. I mean, money, finance.
Oh, I'm sure.
Financial decision.
Well, the Ford Focus is the most common car in the UK.
Ford does make cheap stuff. Really?
Yep.
So it's purely financial. They got to be up to the job, but the Octavias are pretty good.
Yeah. You know,
I figured it would be an import, or I guess everything's an import.
Well, yeah.
So
Well,
you're spoiled for choice.
what's the
then.
most common car in the US then?
Oh, except Land Rover. That doesn't
Nope.
count.
Nope. No, most common car in the
Oh,
US.
I have no idea. Probably a Honda.
Ford F-150. Sorry.
Honda Civic, I would assume. Really?
Really?
Gross.
Most common vehicle.
Fucking hate Fords.
Well. I saw you look.
Yeah.
It's going to be an exciting corner. Oh, I thought you were going to shoot past me then.
No.
I took it like a granny.
No. A boring guy once said, to win the race, you must first finish the race.
True.
Oh, boring guy, huh?
That reminds me, what time is it? Does anybody know? This is
Midnight.
Okay, well then it's probably a good time to stop.
It's almost midnight for you. It is midnight for you.
I turned the engine off and it doesn't take it out of gear. How silly.
Boom.
Ah. Well, that was fun as always.
2.29 seconds.
Yeah.
What was my best?
Aw.
Oh, yeah, it was close. What's my best? That's 44.16. Also, well, I will not be around for 2 nights as I have visitors. I will see you all on Sunday night. As I said, please feel free to feedback on how broken
Playing this again.
or not SnowRunner is, and I will see you then. Oh, it's just
Have a good night.
It's just the internet. I'm saying goodbye to you now. Oh no.